the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turret just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
I'ma try to just let the music flow through me on this one. Yeah. I gotta speak the truth because the truth will set you free. But the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. But the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. These niggas all about it free. And don't compare me with them. He reached inside Pandora's box and he left with no limbs, trying to get ahead, and every night repenting his sins. He feel it within, and now it starts to leak off his pen. He wants to give up, cause now he sees his weakness again. He hates himself because he's different, and he feel like he's been to hell and back 1,000 times, and he can't get a win. He knows that the light, it flickers, but some days it be dim, convincing himself that the timing moves according to him. And the world is really his, but y'all just living within his perception like reflection. He just bent it again to rationalize his mistakes, to think he's winning again. Then face the truth, feel like a lion in this booth. I'm never lying in this booth. Get my soul, I be crying in this booth. In the galactic, I travel with a ride in this booth. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Trying to let go of old ways. Matrix got me in a daze for days. Then I wake up, back to the craze, back to what's great. Sleep again, restart the phase. I'm stuck in a maze. How the fuck I'm still in this place? I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I'm still on this chase. I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I know this is fate. The evil one starts to test that arrival. Every day I walk on this earth, an attack on my vitals. I mean my flesh, the spirit protected but need a vest. Cause demons, they walk among us, we nine, and no we threats. My name Helly.
My name Ted, you know the rest. Need a mountain in Budapest with some monks to denounce my flesh. Cause the world becoming a mess. My girl becoming the nuisance, my wife becoming the test. My kids is all that I live for, avoiding them when I'm stressed. Attached with civilian life, still walk around with a vest. A general when this army cut legs and I sever chest. God forgive me for the test that I failed. Turn on my hell, you're seeking angels in the flesh. We need Jesus. Big crying now since a fetus, believe it. I'm Nicodemus whenever judgment bells ringing, lights fleeting. Tell the truth in the waters deep in the drown when the lies creeping. It's cool in the dark till light creeping. Good offense, can buy defense. I buy demons in the name of you know. I'm Van Gogh with Vans on and Pluto. Or on Mars, you see stars when we fall through though. The 24K everything, I'm all proof though that it's still gold and we still pure. Dante, go ahead and shoot
though. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah, the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I do need y'all to hit that like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel, man. We're going to continue to finish cooking while we turning up right now on this fire live stream. I do need y'all to do your brother a favor. Share the live stream. Y'all know they be tweaking with my algorithm. Let's turn this thing up one notch. And if you go and hit the like button, that automatically puts us in the algorithm. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is your brother Aboriginal Power, the hood journalist, aka the sorcerer. Y'all know we're gonna get straight into the facts when we come to this, man. So shout out to everybody in the building. Also, family, y'all should know this, but the channel's not monetized, so all donations are appreciated. And we do got a goal set for every live stream. If we can get 10 people to support each and every live stream, if we can get 10 people to support each and every live stream. Now, you're not obligated, but we do appreciate it in advance. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's get right to some more of this heat. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Let's go.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God or Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let they slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patented accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about I'm busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
You know, I had to really step back and look at my situation for what it was. You know, I had to look at my life like it was a movie. I had to look at all the moving parts. That's the only way I could really understand what it was. You know, they say love make you blind. Yeah. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Echoes of the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens. The streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this thing of ours will come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. Paint the city red. All the shit I seen replaying in my head. Heard the streets talking, so we called them boys instead. Block wanna murder and they caught wind of the feds. And I pray they wouldn't. Thought it was right, but really, niggas was crooked. Playing the 50 with niggas, that cost them a bullet. Ain't wanna do it to him, but I had to pull it. One foot on the streets, one foot in the trap, one hand on the music. I write my bronze on this microphone, it's therapeutic. I know the streets listen when I talk, I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. Oh no, I can't abuse it. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving.
Salute. Man, we already got the family in the building. It's good to see y'all in the building. Fantastic. Y'all drop a fire emoji in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. We want to make sure we're up to par. Y'all see the title. Y'all see what's going on. We got a couple different conversations we're going to get into. One thing we're going to be getting into is the Nigerian man exposes, the truth about Africans. Tennessee lawmaker suppressed voters' rights and the only black voting district in Memphis, Tennessee, breaking up the district into 3 particular new districts, ultimately dismantling the black voters' rights that relies there in Memphis. So we're going to be talking about that ultimately. So hopefully you guys are ready to get into that. If you guys are ready to get into that, we're going to rock the house on out. You understand what I'm saying? I do need the family to come on in. We're going to rock the house. We're going to rock the house all the way out. And we're going to get this thing going. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. And you already know the vibes. It's only right that we go through this and shout the family out before we even get started in dealing with some of these Africans and the truth about how they feel. So let me shout out to my brother Glass Moon, Big Chief All-American, Soul Sister Jackie Brown, Bronze Flat Power, Juan Torres, Simple Mason, Poison Puppet, Call Me B. Shout out to 360, The Perpetual is in the building. Bronze Flat Power once again. Who else we got in here? We got the OG Mound City Mellow in the building. Reclassified Black Wild Indian, Darius McNear. And we got Big Dog Philly OG. Now, like I said, family, reiterating what I said at the start of the show, this channel is not monetized. We do got a goal of trying to get 10 people. I feel like that's a very minimum goal to try to hit. I feel like we can hit the 10 person goal, meaning we need 10 people to support. All donations will be appreciated. But if y'all ready to rock the house out on all in, man, shout out to my Aboriginal brothers and sisters that's in the building and my FBA brothers that's in the building. If y'all ready to rock the house out, let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. And the blood in me making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
So let's get right into the conversation. We're going to be dealing with some of these black immigrants. Ultimately, we're going to get into this Nigerian man's conversation and how he exposed the entire truth about Africans' true feelings towards black Americans, aka FBA/Aboriginal Indigenous. All right, so let's continue. Let's rock this thing out. This is your brother, the Hood Journalist. Let's go. Let's go.
We feel that is that black immigrants don't like African Americans or black African Americans. I feel like African Americans are so ignorant with our cultures.
Ignorant with our culture. First of all, you bad skin having ass wench, y'all have an issue with our culture. We're not going to your country where your culture is at abundance. You're coming to my country where the culture is at abundance. And let me show y'all how disrespectful these black immigrants is towards Aboriginal Indigenous, aka FBA culture, is that they give the credit of our culture to the white man. They say, oh, we're not practicing your culture, we're practicing American culture. Well, did you know that the same white peoples who asked you black immigrants kiss, did you know that they've been borrowing our culture since the 1600s? Since they first set up their failed settlements in America? Did y'all know that? So they've been copying our culture so much that foreigners think that that's the white man's culture. Sorry to bust your bubble, but that's not the white American culture. And you guys are such bootlickers. You practice our culture, but give the credit of our culture to the white man. How disrespectful is that, family?
Americans, I just feel like African Americans are so ignorant with our cultures. For example, I've had friends, and me personally, I love the African American culture. Like, baby, I just love it. I love the downs. I love collard greens. I love bacon potatoes, bacon beans, and all that extra shit that they got.
All this extra other shit. That's one aspect of the culture. How about the way you're portraying your words, the way you're pronunciating, the connotation behind your elaborating sentences. This is equated to Black dialogue. This is equated to Black sentiments. Your whole diaspora perspective and morale energy that is portrayed on this internet is a direct result of the influence of Black Americans. So the irony of a Black immigrant opening up their fleeing, filthy tether mouths to tell us that we're disrespecting a culture that ain't even respected by their own. The only people that disrespects African culture and the only people that hates African culture is African people. That's why you flee. Do y'all see where I'm going with this, family?
I love the Downs. I love collard greens. I love bag of potatoes, bacon beans, and all that other extra shit that they got. I love their culture. I am American down. So to know that, you know, we could learn your culture and fall so much in love with your culture. And when you figure out about my culture, or even when you figure out about me as friends, the first question you could ask me is, oh, do y'all wear shoes? Do y'all have refrigerators? Do y'all this? So it's just the ignorancy of Black African Americans.
No, it's not the ignorancy, because what we see is portrayed. And we know if you got a refrigerator, tennis shoes, a light bulb, a stop sign, or a doorknob on your house, that is another result of Black American cultures. Black Americans don't be asking you these unsatisfactory questions for no reason. They ask you, did you have a refrigerator? Because a lot of Africans lack it. And the ones that do have it are doing well off. But the moral of the story is that that invention of a refrigerator comes from Black Americans. So you can't just say, oh, of course I got a refrigerator. You wouldn't have one unless Black Americans didn't invent it. What is the back of a potato? I don't know what a back of a potato is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what back of a beans is and back of potatoes. I don't know what the hell this lady talking about. I've never heard of any of those dishes at a nigga function or cookout. I've never heard of back of a potatoes or back of a beans. Modern civilization around the world should be tilting their hats, bowing down, and giving full, what's the word I'm looking for? Giving full generosity to the Black Americans that created some of the greatest inventions that established their civilization, that established the claim of them being civilized. See, us as Black Americans, man, we just create cultures. We let people borrow it, and we create the next one as if it's nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that shit. People come over and disrespect our people, and they use our culture, and then get mad at a Black American because we don't know what the fuck Igbo culture is, or Ashanti culture, or Fulani culture is. Nigga, we not Fulani. Nigga, we're not going to Fulani land. We're not going to where you're from. We don't give a damn about your culture. If Black Americans was to go to places like Africa, we would appreciate their culture. We wouldn't disrespect it. We might not like it, but we wouldn't disrespect it. But that's the thing. We're not fleeing and hightailing it out of America to run to your country. Meaning, we don't give a damn about your culture. There's no disrespect. You're in America. They're so insecure about their uninfluenced culture. See, when you come from a place that has culture, but has no cultural influence, no cultural leverage, this creates a sense of insecurity. And within that molding of insecurity, they started to develop vitriol towards a group of people that do have cultural leverage, that do have cultural revere this. Influence. Black American culture is one of the most influential cultures on the entire planet. Let me take it a step farther. Black American culture may be some of the most influential culture in the entire galaxy, in the entire universe. You can't name a planet that has culture like us. We have something that's called cultural leverage. And we don't need to run to other people's places to put our culture there. We don't got to flee our homeland and bombard your nations with our culture. Our culture is influenced and impacting the world without us never going there. How remarkable is that, family? You should be giving yourself a pat on the back. As a Black American, you guys should be giving yourself a pat on the back. Shout out to all you guys who standing up on your American lineage, not being afraid to be unapologetically American, and saying and giving praise to your ancestors, which we have some of the most meticulous documented records of. Okay, so once again, shout out to the family that's in the building. We're going to cook a little bit. We're just getting started. We got a lot more to get into, but I'm going to try to get through these videos. But some of this stuff that immigrants say are just, they're very triggering to me. And even though I sound pretty calm, which I'm usually calm like this 9 times out of 10, under pressure and under being agitated, being cool and calm is going to be one of your greatest defense and attributes. That's future references for a lot of you hotheads that's listening in, okay? So shout out to the family that's rocking out. Go ahead and drop them fire emojis in the chat if y'all still in here with me up until this point. We're going to continue to rock this thing on out. Shout out to the real support the real. Don't forget, family, we do got a goal of trying to get 10 people to support the channel. We haven't got one to support the channel quite yet. So if we can get 10 people to support the channel, we're already above the schedule. So, you know, before we get to 10, we got to start with 1. So we're going to be the first person to support the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's get right back into some of this heat.
When you're from a different culture, they still put that, you know, that thing on top of your head. Just like I said, I've never had an American friend that I've been to the cookout, because, you know, the Americans, baby, they love the cookouts. I've never been to a cookout where my friend could just be like, hey, you see, I'm doing it, you know, this my Haitian friend 100. They don't never even be like, this my friend 100. It's always, this my Haitian friend 100. Bitch, they already know that I'm not one of you. Look at my face. I look like
African. Yeah, you do. You look like an African, lady. And I'm glad that you noticed it, because I noticed it. I just wasn't going to say nothing. We know that you niggas not from here, and I'm glad that you know that we know that y'all not from around here. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once we see a damn immigrant, almost within the first 10 seconds of examining and observing the specimen, we almost instantaneously know that you're not from here. It's just something embedded in us. We almost got like a little tether scanner inside of our brains or something like that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're connecting to the ethers, and maybe delineation is becoming a really truthful, impactful thing, because we do know how to distinguish a Black American from any other Black immigrant without them even saying one damn word, family.
come on, Neil. Hi, Ash. My friend 100. It's always, this my Haitian friend 100. Bitch, they already know that I'm not one of you. Look at my face. I look like, come on, Neil. High ass cheekbones. They know I'm not American, so you don't need to reiterate what my face already showed them that I'm not. So I don't know. I just always took that very personal. So yeah, so of course, if
you take it personal because we say, hey, this is my Haitian friend. You mad because we telling everybody that you Haitian? But you're Haitian, though. You should be proud. Y'all only feeling disrespect when y'all want to cosplay and sneak around us without standing out. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn if one of my Mexican homeboys introduced me to their abuela, and they're like, hey, mama abuela, this is my Black brother I'm an original power. This is my Black American friend. I wouldn't be upset. I'm a proud Black American. You know what comes with this? Attributes, culture, inventions, innovation, revolutionary spirit, a fight and never flee type of mentality comes with being a Black American. So I don't find it offensive. They find it offensive because they want to blend in and they don't like being singled out. They want to just be left alone and left to blend in. We have American attributes. We have an American spirit that cannot be it cannot be matched and it cannot be contained. Okay? We got an American spirit that cannot be matched and it cannot be contained. We have so much pride about being American. So we just want to make sure we distinguish the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this is our Black American friend. Lil, we got to know, because as you got friends, certain friends do different things. For a brother like me that grew up in Tennessee, I might have had white friends, Mexican friends, you know what I'm saying? Different races of little groups of friends, and each one does some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican do some bullshit that the white person might not do, but the white person gonna do some bullshit that the Mexican. So they all got their criteria of bullshit, and we know Mexicans do this, we know white people do that. Of course, we're gonna single you out and make sure we're classifying you as a Haitian, because you're liable to do some bullshit, and we want to make sure we have that on record. They be like, okay, this Haitian bitch did this. Okay, now we go look at the historical list. Like, okay, Haitians are used to doing this. They're typically doing this around Black Americans. So we create a grid and documentation of history for history's sake. You know, we create a documented background of the influence. And a lot of these Haitians come over here and just literally mimic Black Americans. Just because y'all can mimic us and shit, kind of look like us because you're melanated and you're from the Western Hemisphere, doesn't mean that you're us.
We know that y'all do that to us. Iterate what my face already showed them that I'm not. So I don't know. I just always took that very personal. So yeah, so of course, if we know that y'all do that to us as Black immigrants, we got to have a code with one another. Like, yo, be careful for them. You feel me? Not saying that Black African Americans are bad. We just tell our kids to be careful for them, because they're the ones that could bring you down. If there's a charge, or is there ever a case, anything going on?
Be careful. You tell your kids to be careful of Black Americans. Watch out for them, but make sure you use their culture. Make sure you use the schools that they fought for, and make sure you use them civil rights that they fought for. Do you understand what you're saying? So you have a sense of entitlement. You feel entitled to be around Black Americans, use our culture, but also feel entitled to tell your family to watch out, double cross them if need be. Why would you say and watch out to a group of people that invited you to the cookout, allowed you to use their culture, and fought for you to be in their country? Why do you got to watch out for them? Why are you not saying watch out for the white man who the Black man been fighting against since they got here? Why are you not saying watch out for the Hispanic who portrays himself like they're with the Black community and they're trying to create Black and brown unity and coalition, when that's not to be the case? But you tell them to watch out for us while using our culture? See, this is, and she don't see nothing wrong with it, by the way. This tether, who just explained tethering, don't see anything wrong with it. The audacity of these people is beyond me, family. I wish we had some family in here listening that'd be supporting the channel right now. Shout out to the beautiful Aboriginal and FBA brothers and sisters. I see we got a lot of the sisters in the chat. It's always love. Ladies, drop them fire emojis in the chat. Let the fellas know that y'all in here with that energy, getting ready to turn your brother Aboriginal power up, the hood journalist. But listen, man, I think this is absolutely bullshit. Straight up malarkey. I believe it's straight up malarkey. She's trying to justify her vitriol and disdain. This is what I hear.
Are bad. We just tell our kids, like, yo, be careful for them. You feel me? Not saying that Black African Americans are bad. We just tell our kids to be careful for them, because they're the ones that could bring you down. there's a charge, there ever a case, anything going on, you get caught up with a black African American, they ain't about to put that shit on them. They gonna put it on you because they know your Haitian ass don't even belong here, and they gonna just put it on you. Just know that. I'm from the hood and I know how it goes.
So black Americans dump all the crime on Haitians. There's not even a Haitian criminal statistic records. There ain't no records in America that label Haitian crimes compared to black American crimes. You just said it ass backwards. When you damn fleeing immigrants like Haitians come over here and get around us and you commit a crime, it gets dumped on us. They don't say a Haitian committed a crime. They say a black person committed a crime. Guess who's left to clean up the mess of black people? Guess who got to clean the mess up? The true motherfucker who's recognized as black America. Is this lady insane? Is this lady insane? Or am I bugging out? Am I bugging, family? I need to know if I'm bugging the fuck out, yo. Yeah, I need to know if I'm bugging out. It's the opposite. She said that we dump crimes on them.
Put that shit on because they're the ones that could bring you down.
We could bring you down.
If there's a charge, is there ever a case?
If there's ever a charge or a case, black Americans are going to bring you down. That's why I don't rock with these black immigrants like that. I used to. I really just can't no more, man. They tell them that more and more every day their true colors start to come out.
Anything going on, you get caught up with a black African American, they ain't about to put that shit on them. They gonna put it on you because they know your Haitian.
So they saying pretty much all black Americans will snitch and rat the next person out based off of them not being American. That is a projection. That's how we know that Haitians will put it on black Americans when it's a crime at foot, whether or not the black American had anything to do with it. This is a projection, family. This is a projection. When I first started delineating, or what we will now classify as delineating, when I started delineating back in 2017, going online telling people that I'm not African, we're not from Africa, we're from America, that was the predecessor to this delineation movement today. And I feel like that delineation arguably is one of the biggest impactful things that black Americans have done. This is history in the making. I put this next to the fucking Harlem Renaissance. You feel what I'm saying? I put this next to the Harlem Renaissance in the bus boycotts. You feel what I'm saying? We got to stop allowing these black immigrants to just get online and lie. She literally said when it's a crime at foot and it's a Haitian and a black American, the black American is going to throw the crime on the Haitian. That is absolutely bullshit.
Has black immigrants, we got to have a code with one another. Like, yo, be careful for them. You feel me? Not saying that black African Americans are bad. We just tell our kids to be careful for them because they're the ones that could bring you down. If there's a charge, or is there ever a case, anything going on, you get caught up with a black African American, they ain't about to put that shit on them. They gonna put it on you because they know your Haitian ass don't even belong here, and they gonna just put it on you. Just know that.
How do we feel like y'all don't belong here when we the one that allowed y'all asses to get here? Huh? We fought for black immigrants to get here. When we go look at them immigration laws that we fought for, not only did we fight and push for them laws that allowed you here, we fought for the same laws that allow Afghanistanians to come here, East Indians, Mexicans, Asians. You see what I'm saying? All people of color, or what they were considered in America, people of color. Okay. So for her to project and just flat out lie and say that we would throw them under the bus because we know that they shouldn't be here, y'all feel like y'all shouldn't be here. That's a projection. You feel in your soul that you shouldn't be here. You feel in your soul that you shouldn't be here, so you're projecting it as if we feel like that. You would tell on a Black American if a crime was at foot, but you're saying that we would do it to you. That's projection. Shout out to all my FBA brothers and sisters, man. Shout out to all my Aboriginal brothers who already know what's going on. We've been Bigfoot stepping on this for damn near going on 7-8 years now. Okay, and it's documented on the internet. All you got to do is roll the tapes back, check out some of the oldest live streams on this channel, and you will see the videos, and the proof is in the pudding. We've been delineating since 2019, continuous, like haven't gave it a break. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You understand what I'm saying, family? I wish y'all understood what I was talking about. I wish y'all understood what we was talking about. Y'all drop a fire emoji in the chat. Shout out to my auntie in the building. Shout out to Sister Bethy for the Cash App donation. We do appreciate the love. And I want everybody to stop what they're doing and give a big shout out to Auntie. Shout out to Sister Bethy. We appreciate that. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. We appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all support the channel, family, men, sisters, ladies, men, gods. Don't let Sister Bethy be the only one to support the channel. We got a goal of trying to get 10 people to support. We're 9 away from that goal. You know what I'm saying? I can't reach the goal myself. I need you guys' help. Make sure y'all do that. Shout out to everybody in the building. Like I say, you're not obligated, but we do appreciate it. All right. Let's continue listening to this fleeing, filthy Haitian tether lie on Black Americans, family. Let's go.
From the hood, and I know how it goes. I've been going to see plenty of Haitian boys get deported because they want to look out for their American friends. What? No, I speak to my code. I know my parents.
Hold on. First of all, you said, let's run that back. You said that Black Americans were put it on Haitians, and that will get Haitians brought down, obviously, and deported. But what you just said is that Haitians will be looking out for their American friends, and that's how they got deported. Which one is it, Heifer? Which one is it, Heifer? This goddamn blind wench done been caught right here red-handed, family. Listen to what she just said. Earlier, she said that Black Americans put the crime on Haitians, and that's why they get locked up. Listen to what she just said now.
Plenty of Haitian boys get deported because they want to look out for their American friends. What?
Haitian boys get deported because they look out for their Haitian friends. I thought you just said we throw it on them. Now you saying that they looking out. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm becoming confused. I'm partially confused, family. Let's let this
here, and they going to just put it on you. Just know that. I'm from the hood, and I know how it goes. I've been going to see plenty of Haitian boys get deported because they want to look out for their American friends. What? No, I speak to my code. I know my parents have always told me to be careful. So as a Haitian queen, if we in a car together and there's something in it that don't belong in it, I don't give a damn. I'm telling it all.
Haitian for sure, but queen, that's an overstatement. I guarantee in that room is HBO. I guarantee in that room, by the way she just made that face, it's some HBO up in there. It's a little HBO. For those that don't know what HBO is, that is Haitian body odor. It is a thing. You understand me? It has its own category of stench. That is HBO. No, you understand what I'm saying? Haitian body odor. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah, the fuck? Especially if I'm in a car with some Americans. What? I'm telling. That's what our parents mean by being careful. Like stitches get stitches and all that they be trying to teach y'all. Our parents teach us the world code. Don't be getting those no nothing, bitch. Get that stitch is what I'm saying. So it's not nothing personal. I just feel like black people always take stuff so personal because they want to divide themselves from other black cultures.
No, we shouldn't take it personal that you smile in front of our brothers and sisters' face, kikiing and ha, using all their resources.
Well, is there any women here who don't want?
I don't have that. Once again,
common sense approach.
Once again, back to recircling into this. I don't really feel for them because they're the ones that could bring you down. If they're
so, she's just out here lying, man. It's just really upsetting. Shout out to my Haitian brother that's in the chat. Shout out to Zoe with the locks. He's a good Haitian brother. He's not like this Haitian tether. He's not like her.
There's a charge, is there ever a case, anything going on, you get caught up with a black African American, they ain't about to put that shit on them. They gonna put it on you because they know your Haitian ass don't even belong here, and they gonna just put it on you. Just know that. I'm from the hood and I know how it goes. I've been gonna see plenty of Haitian boys get deported because they want to look out for their American friends.
Which one is it though?
Put that,
do we put it on y'all, or do they just be looking out for us? She just contradicted herself in 20 seconds.
We just tell our kids to be careful for them because they're the ones that could bring you down. If there's a charge, is there ever a case, anything going on, you get caught up with a black African American, they ain't about to put that shit on them. They gonna put it on you because they know your Haitian ass don't even belong here, and they gonna just put it on you. Just know I'm from the hood and I know how it goes. I've been gonna see plenty of Haitian boys get deported because they want to look out for their American friends.
No, it's because they're committing crimes.
What? No, I speak to my code. I know my parents have always told me to.
She speak to her code.
Be careful. So as a Haitian queen, if we in a car together and there's something in it that don't belong in it, I don't give a damn. I'm telling it all.
See? She's snitching. She's snitching. Only on black Americans, though. She only going to tell on the black Americans. You understand what I'm saying? She's only going to tell on the black American. That's her code. That's her code that she was taught.
Yeah, the fuck? Especially if I'm in a car with some Americans. What? I'm telling.
You hear what she said? Especially if she's in a car with some Americans. So this is the cultural vitriol and disdain. When you ask yourself, why do these people hate you? Is it because they learned it from a white man? Oh, they was taught this in a room when they first came over here. No, that's bullshit. They have cultural hate towards you. Like it's intertwined with their culture. The more they're in tune with their culture, the more they're in tune with anti-blackness. In this case, anti-aboriginalness. You understand me? Being against the niggas of America. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is the vitriol and the hidden hate. This is the vitriol and the disdain. And I'm glad social media and us delineating is getting these people riled up to the point where they're getting online telling us the truth. Because 4 years ago, they were totally denying it. They would say, no, we like y'all, you know, kiki, ha ha, all in our face. You understand what I'm saying? Till other people start letting the cat out the bag. But I'm going to finish the rest of this video. Y'all go ahead and drop them fire emojis. Thumb up the video. Support the channel, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. We got a lot more to talk about. We're going to be talking about how they suppressed the black voters' rights and laws in Memphis, Tennessee. With me being a Tennessee native, is something that I thought pertinent to speak about. We're going to talk about that as well. And, you know, we got to talk about the young man, Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy Pearson. I mean Justin. I think his name Justin Pearson, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get right to the rest of this video, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Like I said, we're 9 away from reaching that goal. Let's try to reach that goal, family.
Be careful. So as a Haitian queen, if we in a car together and there's something in it that don't belong in it, I don't give a damn. I'm telling it all. Yeah, the fuck? Especially if I'm in a car with some Americans. What? I'm
Especially in the
telling.
forward
That's
America.
what our parents mean by being careful. Like stitches get stitches and all that they be trying to teach y'all. Our parents teach us the real code. Don't be getting those no nothing. Bitch, get that stitch is what I'm saying. So it's not nothing personal. I just feel like black people always take stuff so personal because they want to divide their self from other black cultures.
Girl, you literally take it personal by you saying that you would tell on black peoples and you tell your kids to watch black people because they're somehow shisty in the eyes of a Haitian. What do you mean? Those are personal shots.
Cultures and make themselves so much better than this black person, that black person. Baby, to the eyes of the blondes, we're all the same, baby. Even the Hispanic blondes, even the Hispanic people that are black. Like my kid's father is a black Hispanic and his mother still feels some type of way about me being a
No kidding. You married another foreigner and had a baby with a Hispanic. No, really?
Haitian.
I bet you did. I bet he's light as hell. I bet he looks like Ricky Martin. I guarantee he looks like Ricky Martin. A lot of Haitians have color complex disorder. They don't like their own complexion. The women don't really like themselves. That's where cake soap was really invented at. You go to motherfucking Haiti right now, all you're going to see is vanilla faces and chocolate arms. All you going to see is vanilla faces and chocolate arms. These motherfuckers got cake soap all on their neck and face, knuckles and shit still black. Man, these people sick, man.
Once again, back to recircling to this. I don't believe
these people sick as hell.
I don't have to.
Let's go to this clip. I want y'all to listen to this particular conversation right here. Shout out to everybody in the building.
I don't have.
I don't know what you're saying. Then you are taking me off guard. If you have a problem individually, go and work on it.
It's not me. It's not me. They have.
Then why are you tackling me? Why you want me to say something that is not aligned with what you're saying? If you're talking about unity, they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Because you are fake. In order for you to unify two people, you have to solve the issue between them.
Which issue? Who had issue? What the issue is?
Black Africans have a problem. They said it.
Okay.
They say,
Black Africans have a problem.
That they're lazy. They say we're saying that they're lazy. Are they lazy?
And is it Black African that come and say that they
It's Nigerian people. It's
okay. It is a Nigerian people.
Nigerian people. Yes, you.
Oh, me.
You're the one. Yes.
Where?
You from Nigeria or your country.
You're such a big ass dummy.
Why are you laughing? Why?
Because what you say is so like
calling them Akata. What is Akata?
See,
you don't want to
say. See, if this line was recorded,
South Africa.
I wish this line was.
So for those that don't know what's going on, let me run it back. For those that don't know what's going on, let me just give y'all a little a little breakdown of what's going on. So in Africa, there's a lot of things going on. South Africans then kicked out a lot of them scamming African nations, places like Somalia, Ghana, Nigeria, and a couple other nations. So they've been going back at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because the South Americans is taking a stance like Black Americans. The South Africans in a stance like Black Americans. So they got like this little internal conflict and beef that's going on. And right now you're listening to a Nigerian getting confronted by a South African. I think it's interesting. Let's listen.
It's Nigerian people.
Okay. It is a Nigerian people.
It's Nigerian people. Yes, you.
Oh, me.
You're the one. Yes.
Where?
You from Nigeria or your country.
You're such a big ass dummy.
Why are you laughing? Why?
Because what you say is so like
calling them Akata. What is Akata?
See,
you don't want to say.
See, if this line was recorded,
South Africa.
I wish this line was recorded.
I don't care if it's recorded or not.
So I wish it's recorded. No.
You can share it.
You call names.
Man, Dre Kyles, man, what's the deal, brother? You know I got love for you, brother. Hope all is well with you. Tamerican Boy, good to see you in the building. Khalil Finch, you right on time. Shout out to Cosmine with the Cosmonians. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Don't Do It is in the building. Lord Nike is in the building. Salute, man. We got Born Enemy in the building with us. Real Recognized Real. Soroya, my sister from across the pond, is in the building. Y'all already know it's all love, man. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis and double up on them likes for your boy. Double up on them likes. Smack that like button. And like I said, we got a goal to get 10 people to support the channel. We officially have one person that supported. Let's go ahead and try to reach that goal, man. Shout out to my brother from another mother, aka Top Shot Time, the black motherfucking Picasso. You understand me? We got the FBA Picasso in the building.
You can share it to your president if you want him to hear me.
Yeah.
Share it with my mom too.
Yeah,
I will always speak the truth. Share it with my mom.
Yeah, you can share it to your papa.
You send it this.
You the one that call names. You understand? But you telling me I'm the one calling names. Country. I didn't say nothing. Everybody can be here. You the one calling somebody's name. You say somebody's name like this.
You guys came to paper house.
See,
you came to paper house. You don't respect them. Now they have it on every African's ass.
Go to work. Go to work.
And this is what you guys are doing wherever you go. You go to even. I'm kind of
guy go to work.
What's going on with you? You went to China. Even in China, you're going there.
He talking about how these Nigerians go everywhere. He said, y'all go everywhere. You just go there. You go to China. You went to Afghanistan. You went to Iraq. You go to America. You don't even stay in your own country. Now you in South Africa.
You don't respect them. Now they have.
The nigga say you go everywhere.
On every African's ass.
Go to work. Go to work.
And this is what you guys are doing wherever you go. You go to even. I'm kind of
guy go to work.
What's going on with you? You went to China. Even in China, you're going there.
Why the fuck is they both African, but they struggling to speak English? Nigga, can't y'all just speak African and talk that shit? These niggas arguing, struggling, speaking English. Them niggas struggle arguing. Them niggas, bro. He said, nigga, what the fuck was that? Nigga, you struggling, arguing in English, nigga.
Go to work. Go to work.
And this is what you guys are doing wherever you go. You go to even. I'm kind of
guy go to work.
You went to China. Even in China, you're going there. Trying to be boss than everybody. You treating them, you telling, hey, they're lazy. They are not lazy people in Africa. They are lazy people everywhere you.
Why you got that music in the background? Them motherfuckers about to come out of a baboon's nest and start twerking. That's wild.
Trying to be boss than everybody. You treating them, you telling, hey, they're lazy. They are not lazy people in Africa. They are lazy people everywhere you go.
I don't know what you are talking about. All you are talking about is I've never seen black American that is not working. You never pay their bill. Do you pay their bills? Do you pay their bills?
You hear what he said? Yeah. He said, I've never seen a black American that's not working. Damn. You hear that? He said, I've never seen a black American that's not working. I've never seen that before. Listen to him.
I don't know what you are talking about. All you are talking about is I've never seen black American that is not working. You never pay their bill. Do you pay their bills? Do you pay their bills?
You guys are saying that. Okay, so why do they say we say they're lazy? So you think they're lying?
Oh shit. There goes a lion. Look at the lion.
That's what you mean? You're gonna say they're lying? They're not lying. It's like you trying to say they're lying. They're not lying. You guys, South Africa, Nigeria, you came here. You're the first one who came here. We from French country, we came here after you. You came here, you put all the shame on everybody. Now they don't want, when you guys first came here, they welcome all of you. They said, hey, those are our.
Y'all don't like that Afro beat in the background? No, y'all up there about to start twerking. Somebody in that motherfucker just put on one of them little sheets with all them patterns on and then tie that motherfucker up and about to start getting it. Calm down, nephew. Yeah, man.
African brothers coming from Cameroon. Maybe they're gonna come and fight with us. Maybe they're gonna come and deal with us instead of you coming to deal with them.
Hey, GG, man, we got GG in the building, man. GG in the building. We got Leonard Judah in the building. Damn, we got the squad in here today, though. What's the deal? We got George in the building. George, shout out to Huntsville, Alabama, man. Shout out to Huntsville, Alabama, man. I got some family down that way. I got some family in Jasper. Y'all know where that is. But shout out to everybody in the building. Let's continue, though.
You came here and start calling them Akata. What is the meaning of Akata? He left, man. Thank you for you leaving. You run away. I like people like that.
I don't know what you're saying. Then
Man, listen. These Africans was on her going at it. Y'all gotta listen to them.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men?
Now listen to this. This is one of them divestment bed wench platforms. Listen to
Or
this.
is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
Now look, these are African women talking about they don't want no black men, they want non-black men.
Black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not.
And these are Jamaicans portraying to be black Americans, by the way, Africans, and I think one of the ladies on here is a Haitian.
To say what I really want to say because you're on stage, but if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
I think for me, I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as.
Held accountable. Okay, we didn't go through Jim Crow. No, we didn't. We didn't go through redlining. We didn't fight board versus education. No, we didn't. We didn't go. We didn't deal with misclassification. No, we ain't dealing with this disproportionate enforcement by law. We're disproportionately attacked and targeted by law enforcement, but yet we're not held accountable. This is tether battle.
For me, I think I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic.
The coddling culture, they're not held accountable as much as white men. White men commit a lot of the crimes. Historically, they're the most violent, vicious, devious, manipulating people on the planet. Historically, this is not by someone's opinion. This is by white guys' records, consensus documents, statistics. They're the most brutal, vicious, murdering savages to ever walk the face of the planet. And yet they still haven't been held accountable for the things that they did to my ancestors, which is why reparations and restitution is going to be the main forward progress of my conversation for the rest of the years. Reparations, restitutions, hashtag cut the check, nigga. They still ain't been held accountable for the shit they did. Stole niggas' lands. Literally stole niggas. Stole niggas' patent. And then told a bunch of blind fleeing immigrants that we the thieves. Ain't that about a bitch?
The coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like, most oppressed, and I think that coddling culture needs to stop, and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable,
they saying that white men set the standard to what's socially acceptable. If this ain't this is past butt broken. This is bed wench talk, man. This is a bunch of bed wenches talking. And they up here just shaking tail feather for Zaddy, for white Zaddy. They shaking ass for white. I can't stand these goddamn black immigrants, man. I can't stand them, man. I'm gonna be right. I can't stand them, man. This is some tether ideology, man. I'm not even gonna throw that on Africans. Nigga, that's some tether ideology. That's crazy.
The degenerate behavior of black male culture needs to be checked, and
the degenerate of black male culture got to be checked. Do you hear this, lady? As if these people don't go around pillaging, raping, and mass murdering at alarming numbers, literally wiped out entire ethnic groups. People like the Tasmanians, people like the Aztecs. They are just vicious. The pale-skinned man is the most vicious thing to ever walk this planet. It has no remorse. It has no soul. It has no skills. It just know how to bring death, destruction, misery, and manipulation. This is why we're delineating, family. We don't need to be aligned with people that's like this. These immigrants don't think like us. We're not the same. They're not like us. You understand me? Kendrick Lamar was spot on, man. They're not like us. They're not like us at all, family. And it's obvious. It's becoming blatantly obvious. This is absolutely insane. This is like super bedwench talk. Like, this is someone who's literally willing to sleep. Like, they got to sleep with the white man because they're not going to fight. Africa's been pillaged by them. Haiti's been pillaged by them. Jamaica's been pillaged by them. And half of them almost over half don't even want to fight. They don't even want to fight. They got a different type of instinct when it comes to this conflict and this turmoil that we be dealing with colonial powers. See, when they deal with colonial powers, their instinct is to flee. Get the fuck out of there. Excuse my language. Hightail it. Get on somewhere. Their first reaction is the fucking sprint to the next country. That's their instinct when they're faced with colonial issues. When the Black American, which is the most revered, the most culturally influenced and leveraged people on the planet, when we're faced with colonial powers, we fight, we put our brains together, and we try to figure out a solution. Because there's a quote that a lot of Black Americans have used, Northeast, South Central, and the Midwest. It's a term that we use called, if there's a will, y'all go ahead and finish it. If there's a will, you feel what I'm saying? We already know what come with it. This is a unanimous conversation that goes around the board. You see what I'm saying? So we understand if it's a will, it's a way. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning we will figure out a solution to fight with. You understand what I'm saying? So let's continue to listen to this bullshit. Matter of fact, let's move on to the next one.
I'm from West Africa, Liberia. And
he from West Africa, Liberia. Let's see what this brother got to say. Shout out to Maya Loco, 4489. Yep. You already know. If it's a will, it's a way. We are revered. We're a resilient people. Where we create solutions for problems. We're able to overcome any obstacles. You understand what I'm saying? And our last instinct is to run from it. You understand what I'm saying?
From West Africa, Liberia. And I'm done with this rhetoric from Africans, right? Oh, we don't like Black Americans because they're rude, they're ghetto, you know, they're so entitled. No. The reason why Africans don't like Black Americans, and this coming from an African, right?
I didn't even know this brother was African. Damn. Did anybody else notice that he was African? And nigga said, I'm Iberian West African. No freaking kidding. No freaking kidding. I can tell you ain't one of the Liberians with that American DNA. I can tell that. You ain't got no American hairline. That ain't. You got a what's the word I'm looking for? You got an abstract shaped head. Now, I'm going to say it's abstract, okay? I'm not going to say any other things about it. You got an abstract shaped head, man. I haven't seen a head that's such abstract in shape. It is a work of art, nonetheless. Let's continue to let this brother finish cooking, though. He cooking.
Right? Oh, we don't like Black Americans because they're rude, they're ghetto, you know, they are so entitled. No. The reason why Africans don't like Black Americans, and this coming from an African, right? Africans are jealous of Black Americans.
That's the fact. That's exactly what it is. If a lot of people don't know this already, a lot of these Black immigrants, and he's speaking on behalf of Africans in this particular case, they're very jealous of Black Americans. I've already said this. They're jealous of the Aboriginal indigenous peoples of this land. And it's almost taught to them. It's culturally developed. The hatred, the jealousy, the vitriol, the disdain is culturally developed. So it's something that they ultimately really can't get away from. Go ahead with your bad self. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. You cooking right now. Yeah, this nigga go in there and land the smackdown. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's steadfast and headstrong. You understand what I'm saying? Let's continue.
So entitled? No. Right? Oh, we don't like Black Americans because they're rude, they're ghetto, you know, they are so entitled. No. The reason why Africans don't like Black Americans, and this coming from an African, right? Africans are jealous of Black Americans. Africans wish that they had the opportunities like Black Americans do.
Man, if you want the opportunities, how about y'all just go through everything that we went through? And then y'all should be able to just get our opportunities, and y'all jealousy will be at least a little bit warranted. How about y'all go through a few Y'all ain't got to go through everything. Just go through Jim Crow, redlining, and then you got to go and fight in the legal system to get proper education. Just go through them things. And then after that, you got to go through one more final thing. They're going to reclass. You got to go through reclassification. Yeah, you can't keep your names. You can't say they going to do that for you, which they already do that for y'all asses anyways. Hell. So I don't think that's going to be a goddamn factor now that I'm thinking about it. They already get birthdays and names handed out as soon as they come over here. What's your name? What name? My name is Uki. Well, your name's Alex today. Your birthday, January the 1st. Come on, next little Africa, come on in. What's your name? All right. Your name is John, and your birthday, January the 1st. The next one, your name is Billy, January the 1st. And they just keep ushering them in. That's how they do. Man, you catch every Nigerian, they got the same birthday. Just line them up. And just act like you're going to do a magic trick. Say, hey, man, tell me your birthday. Man, think about your birthday in your mind. They're going to think about it. And then you just be like, hey, I'm telling you your birthday. I just picked it up out your mind. January the 1st. You're going to spook the shit out of them. Just try that little magic trick, little fake magic trick on these dumbass Africans. Listen, man, all their birthdays January the 1st. All of them.
Oh, we don't like black Americans because they're rude, they're ghetto, you know, they are so entitled. No. The reason why Africans don't like black Americans, and this coming from an African, right? Africans are jealous of black Americans. Africans wish that they had the opportunities like black Americans do. They wish they was in America. They wish they have the freedom of right.
I think all Nigerians be stuttering because he just pulled out one of them Frederick Jala Menyanga stutters. You feel what I'm saying? AKA Poetic Flocka. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he stutters like that. Frederick Jala Menyanga. He stutters like that.
They wish they was in America. They wish they have the freedom of right that black Americans have. They wish that they have freedom to go to any school of your choice, right? They wish they have all the benefits black Americans have being in America. They jealous black Americans. So they usually spin a rhetoric, say, oh, we don't like black Americans because they're ghetto, they got a very bad culture. It's bull crap. You wish you was a black American.
And so we appreciate, brother. You know what I'm saying? Damn, he zoomed back on that video. He looked like he got a bald head. The way he leaning back in the camera angle, he went from a little haircut to a bald head instantly within his shot. How the fuck did you do that, bro? You doing camera tricks, bro. You gotta calm down. But listen, he just dropped some absolute heat, though. You feel what I'm saying? Lil Buddy just dropped absolute heat. Am I bugging or this shit look bald? This shit look bald to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga. Hey, but nah, shout out to him, bro. I mean, that's just black American culture. We gonna roast the nigga. That just is what it is. It ain't no offense. It's all love, bro. If you were listening in with these, I know these niggas be catching wind of the video. You know, they see themselves and they listening. You know, so no hate, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate what you said and dropping that secret truth, exposing these Africans and their vitriol and their disdain towards black Americans. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna kind of switch gears and get into the next topic of conversation. But before we get into the next topic of conversation, well, we ain't gonna switch topics, Jack, quite yet, because I want to play one more clip from these Africans. So let's go ahead and get into that clip right now before we get into the next topic. But listen, man, we only have one person support the channel. Y'all bogus as hell. Y'all bogus as hell. On my granny. On my mama's, y'all bogus as hell. Y'all gonna let Sister Betty be the only one support the channel? Y'all bogus. Let's get to this clip, though. If y'all ready to rock the house, can we at least get everybody to drop some fire emojis in the chat and to double tap that screen or hit that like button? You understand me? Let's get everybody to thumb up the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turret just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Anything in Africa, I would not recommend it, not by Black American governments over here, current Americans to come over, to get us to build these lands, to get us to spend money, to get us to educate these people because they know we're more educated than the normal people here.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been over there, dear?
I have been in different countries in Africa for almost 7 years.
Okay. And what made you settle in Ghana?
Africa is all the same.
Oh,
all the countries are all the same. Africa is not where it's at, guys. It's not where it's at. Any Black American that wants to leave the United States, don't look to Africa because it's not where it's at all. You're going to be living in poverty. You're going to pay a lot of money to live in poverty.
So did you marry a Ghanaian man?
No. My husband.
You're going to be living in poverty. Do y'all hear what she's saying? Do not go. This is a warning. She's crying to the youth and to the family and the dumb Pan-Africans and our brothers that's dumb Pan-Africans. Because we got brothers and sisters that are true Americans, but they're just dumb Pan-Africans. People like King Cass and, things of that nature. These people are... people like Black Power banging, people that want to go to Africa so bad. But I think that most of these Pan-Africans claim that African shit, be proud Africans online, but they would never go to Africa. If the government be like, yo, all the Pan-Africans, we're doing a Marcus Garvey Act, and all the Pan-Africans can take a trip to Africa. We will give you a certain amount of money. You can stay there forever. All the Pan-Africans gonna say no, man. Let's just be real. They all gonna say no. We created a Marcus Garvey Act to take you niggas back to Africa. That's one. Ain't nobody going for that shit, dude. You gonna be over there fighting and hyenas and shit. You getting in fights with Baba Hatunde and Baba Elijah. Uh-oh. Time for me to get up off this bitch. But we're gonna rock out. We got a lot more to get into. I've been talking a lot. Shout out to the family that's in the building, man. I do need everybody to drop them fire emojis if y'all in the house with me. Yeah, man. Well, let's finish listening to this sister talk about her experience in Africa and how she's crying out to tell us that we should never go.
Any Black American that wants to leave the United States, don't look to Africa because it's not where it's at all. You're going to be living in poverty. You're going to pay a lot of money to live in poverty.
So did you marry a Ghanaian man?
No. My husband is Black American.
Oh, really?
I would not. You can't even pay me to marry an African.
Oh, damn. So what made you and your husband move over there?
Well, I wanted to come. I wanted to see for myself because there's a lot of things that's on the internet. People say different things, and I'm the type of person, I don't trust what a person say. I want to see for myself. Yeah. So I came and I saw, and when I got here, I immediately knew, no, these are not our people. These are not our people. They cannot say that we are descendants from Africa. They're nothing like us. They're very docile. They're very passive. I do.
Did you hear what she just said? They not the same. Y'all can't even consider us descendants of these people, how much of a striking difference we are. Damn. Let that just sink in for a little second, family. Let that one sink in. Tariq worrying about the relationships and all that. Nigga, stay focused on what she's saying, bro.
Because there's a lot of things that's on the internet. People say different things, and I'm the type of person, I don't trust what a person say. I want to see for myself. Yeah. So I came and I saw, and when I got here, I immediately knew, no, these are not our people. These are not our people. They cannot say that we are descendants from Africa. They're nothing like us. They're very docile. They're very passive. I do feel that the people on these countries in this continent are cursed. I really feel that because of the way they live, the way they act, the way they do people. They don't even like their own people. They don't. It's too tribal. It's too tribal here. So if they don't like their own people, that came from here, what do you think they're going to do to a Black American? They see us as a lick.
They don't even like their own people. They're too tribal. What do you think the feelings and reactions is going to be towards a Black American when they don't even like their own people from their own land? That's a huge statement.
On these countries in this continent are cursed. I really feel that because of the way they live, the way they act, the way they do people. They don't even like their own people. They don't. It's too tribal. It's too tribal here. So they don't like their own people that came from here. What do you think they're going to do to a Black American? They see us as a lick. They see us as a come up. No Black American is safe in Africa. And the ones that holler, oh, it's so peaceful here. Oh, I love it here. They're lying. They trying to save face because they want people to know that they came over here and messed up.
Oh, damn.
Doing anything in Africa, I would not recommend it. Not by Black.
That's a damn mouthful, man. She said a lot within that, man. And I mean, a lot of this we already know as a people, but just to hear it from someone's true testimony and experience just gives even more credence to what we're talking about. It gives a lot more credence. I think that's absolutely insane. And we know Africa ain't shit. Everybody know Africa ain't shit. No disrespect to my African brothers and sisters, you mean, that rock with big aboriginal power, but Africa ain't shit. It's really a hellhole. It's a bunch of African people that's built up by African nations, and the dominant society is Black Africans. And yet there ain't even no unity there. They don't even have a united Africa. They don't got a united Africa. They all separated. Every damn country. Man, that's crazy. We got to hit the goal. We got to hit the goal by getting 10 people to support the channel, family. We've been here for over an hour now. Let's get it. We about to turn it up a notch. We have one person support, so all we need is 9 more family to support the channel. Now, like I said, you're not obligated, but we do appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Let's go ahead and turn up one time for the one time. And we're going to get into this next monthly clip, man. We're going to get into this next clip. And I want y'all to listen to what this pastor said back in the early 90s. When he did missionary trips into Africa. I want y'all to listen to what he said. Now, he's coming from a Christian point of view, so y'all gonna have to eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know what I mean? You gotta bob and weave the bullshit. So let's get right into it. If y'all ready to rock the house, drop a fire emoji. Drop some fire emojis if y'all ready to rock the house. Let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbine just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
People running around with what would Jesus do bracelets, but don't do what Jesus do. Having a bracelet don't mean you gonna do what he do. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So we have to understand that all of this Freemason, Illuminati, all of this is just symbols. These all come from Babylon, and it really comes from Babylon and Egypt. Okay, Egypt had all the New Age symbols and the mystic symbols and the paganism symbols and the witchcraft symbols. Egypt had all of them. They got them from Babylon. Okay, so Egypt is where a lot of this religion, this what we consider new, is coming from. That's why you got these Kemet brothers, and then you know they studying Egyptology. And they getting all into what really is witchcraft, and they don't even know, because they thinking that they found a long lost culture. The African culture, they have no idea that African culture was demon worship. That's what they do. They worship what they believe were their ancestors. They only say ancestors now, but in ancient days, they knew they were worshiping Anubis. They knew who the gods of Egypt. They knew what they were worshiping. They didn't call them ancestors, but because they had to clean it up a little bit and call it their ancestors, but it's just the same demons. If you see them little statues and little Nicholas statues people got in their house, those are just little gods. Those are symbolized the gods of Egypt.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? So Freemasonry is just white Egyptian witchcraft. It's white people got a hold to those scrolls and books and cut deals with Satan, and he made them rich, and now they are operating in the mystery schools of the hidden religion, which is what Nimrod was operating in before God. I mean, it's what they were doing before the flood.
Hey, I want y'all to listen to this, and I want y'all, because I'm not going to say nothing, but I do want to get some of the families that's listening in and that is actively in the chat. I want to get y'all full opinion on what he's saying. You know what I mean? And I might even go ahead and drop the link, but y'all can definitely type it in the chat and I'll read them out. I want to get y'all opinion on this. All right, shout out to the family. Let's continue.
Satan, and he made them rich, and now they are operating in the mystery schools of the hidden religion, which is what Nimrod was operating in before God. I mean, it's what they were doing before the flood. Before God flooded the world in the days of Noah, they were operating. That's why God destroyed everybody, because they were operating in this power outside of God. It was demonic. It was fallen angel power. The Bible talks about these angels came down, had sex with the daughters of men. They taught men certain things about the earth, about how to mix this and that. That's why they mixed up the DNA, mixed up everything. It was so bad. God said, I gotta destroy it, because there was no pure blood.
When he say angels, he's talking about interdimensional beings. That's just a side note.
These angels came down, had sex with the daughters of men. They taught men certain things about the earth, about how to mix this and that. That's why they mixed up the DNA, mixed up everything. It was so bad. God said, I gotta destroy it, because there was no pure bloodline except Noah and his sons. Got what I'm saying? What the fallen angels taught men is what we understand as the occult witchcraft. You can call it alchemy, but it's all about teaching men how to mix this and that to come up with something else. Are you understand what I'm saying? That's really what witchcraft is. Witchcraft, really, the real understanding of witchcraft is pharmakia or drugs. It's potions. It's mixtures. You mix stuff together, and if you mix this and this and this, it creates a spiritual thing. You mix natural things to create spiritual things. Come on, y'all got what I'm saying? That's why if you ever seen how these, I hope you ain't never seen it, but if you ever understood it, even if you've seen it as a child, little cartoons and stuff, a witch would always put this in the pot and this in the pot and this in the pot. They mix in natural stuff, but because this combination in the spirit world, these natural things is a key that unlocks something spiritually if you put it together. That's why certain things don't go together. Y'all heard what I'm saying? So therefore, they use the natural to unlock spiritual dimensions, to let demons come through, because demons is who is actually working for the witches.
They want you to think it's demons, but when they talk about these other dimensions, these are interdimensional beings that we're calling UAPs. They're not demons.
That's why certain things don't go together. Y'all heard what I'm saying? So therefore, they use the natural to unlock spiritual dimensions, to let demons come through, because demons is who is actually working for the witches. It's not no power where they just doing this and stuff is moving. It's evil spirits moving.
The witches were the Aboriginal women like Tubi and all the rest of the other witchcraft and trials that took place.
Moving stuff for them. But because they are in league with those spirits, because they have met the criteria, because they have done the spell which unlocks that spirit to come and work for them. For that spirit showing up, they got to sacrifice. This is where you get blood sacrifice and sex sacrifice. That's what most of you seeing in music now and videos, is the sexual rituals, because these demons that are giving these artists this power of influence over the masses.
How y'all feel about him, though? I'm gonna end it right there. How y'all feel about that conversation, man? How y'all feel about that? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I need to know how the family feel about that. I need to know how the family feel about that. Now I want to get into some more heat. I'm gonna get into the next topic of conversation here in just a second, but I do want to play a clip. I do want to play a clip from this Indian dude, who I seen on the internet, and he has something interesting to say. Now, this may ruffle some feathers a little bit, but viewer discretion is advised. And then we're gonna get into the next topic of the conversation, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. If you're still floating, go ahead and let me know that y'all in the building. I told you we going up like gas prices. Tap in or get tapped out. Let's get to this next clip, though. Let's get to this next clip, though. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, viewer discretion is advised.
Indians hide Masonic roots. Why did your grandma tell you y'all was Indian, but she never claimed it publicly? While the Indian Removal Act of 1830 primarily targeted tribes and nations for relocation west of the Mississippi, individual Native Americans who chose to denounce their tribal membership, assimilate into white society, and claim state citizenship could sometimes avoid forced removal. Grandma sold out and tried to buy back in as a Mason. Most of y'all grandmas told you y'all was Cherokee, right? It's common for many Black Americans to claim Cherokee ancestry, but grandma didn't tell you they were a bunch of Freemasons. John Ross was the principal chief of the Cherokee Nation from 1828 to 1866, making him the longest serving chief in the nation's history. That was 1828. The year before that, guess what happened? Chief John Ross, principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, was a Freemason. He was raised as a Mason in Olive Branch Lodge number 53 in Jasper, Tennessee in 1827? But don't a lot of Black people claim Choctaw too? Many Black people claim Choctaw heritage, but your Choctaw grandmama never told you she was a Mason. Peter Pitchlynn, a longtime diplomat between his tribe and the federal government, served as principal chief of the Choctaw Republic. Peter Pitchlynn, a prominent member of the Masonic Order. But Crumb, what about the Chickasaw? Many African Americans, known as Chickasaw freedmen, claim and seek recognition from the tribe. Holmes Colbert was a 19th century leader and diplomat of the Chickasaw Nation in Indian Territory. Colbert was buried by the Masonic fraternity, of which he was a member, in high standing. They get a check every month to keep the Masonic secret, which is to hide, conceal, and never reveal. And after they crossed the Mississippi, the first Masonic lodge was established in what is now Oklahoma. Albert Pike is one of the most famous, influential, and prolific figures in American Freemasonry. Pike had extensive, complex, and close ties to Native American tribes, acting as their legal advocate, negotiator, and later a Confederate military leader. He specialized in claims against the federal government on behalf of tribes like the Creek, Choctaw, and Chickasaw. Remember, a Masonic apron is the primary badge of a Mason, and the breechcloth is one of the most iconic Native American garments. But wait, there's more. The murder of Hiram Abiff is central to the third degree ritual. This is the mock resurrection of the Master Mason according to Albert Pike's Morals and Dogmas on page 80. The ritual had echoes and correspondence within Native life, particularly the story that describes the council of animal familiars who restored the life of the good hunter, according to Iroquois legend. The Little Water Medicine Society of the Senecas, not the lion's paw, the bear's paw. Want the full breakdown from the books I've read? Catch me on Patreon or Too Raw for TV. Hit me on the DM for the link. Black Indians hide Masonic roots.
What y'all think about that? Let me run it back
again. The Indian Removal Act of 1830 primarily targeted tribes and nations for relocation west of the Mississippi. Individual Native Americans who chose to denounce their tribal membership, assimilate into white society, and claim state citizenship could sometimes avoid forced removal. Grandma sold out and tried to buy back in as a Mason. Most of y'all grandmas told you y'all was Cherokee, right? It's common for many Black Americans to claim Cherokee ancestry, but grandma didn't tell you they were a bunch of Freemasons. John Ross was the principal chief of the Cherokee Nation from 1828 to 1866, making him the longest serving chief in the nation's history. That was 1820.
I'm gonna end this video right here. End this right there. What y'all think about that? Is he cap? Is he cap? Nah, he ain't cap. I know he ain't cap, but I'm just asking the family. What y'all think? What y'all think? Because I got a bill coming up. Let me show y'all this book right here that I got. Look, American Indian Freemasonry. Arthur C. Parker, 32 Degree Masonry. This book was written in 1919. It's in the Ontario Legislation Library, and it's in the University of Toronto Library. Yeah, we'll break this book down later on. That's a whole nother topic, family. That's a whole nother topic. You feel me? But we'll get to that on another note. But listen, let's get back into the meat and potatoes, man. I want to talk about Justin Pearson, him fighting for Memphis, and them trying to, or them ultimately dismantling the voter suppression rights that's going on in America. And particularly Memphis, they pretty much stripped away the black vote. You see what I'm saying? And that's really crazy. So a lot of people is going off in Memphis about it. So we're about to get into some clips with that. I do want y'all to get into what's going on. Shout out to everybody that's in the building too, man. I do want everybody to listen and see what's going on. Kind of want to let y'all get into some of the clips that we got lined up. But we do need everybody to we need to get these likes up. What we looking on the likes? What we looking like on the likes? And so I'm gonna play these clips, and we're gonna get into it, and then we're gonna bounce around just a little bit. But before we get into these clips, I want to let y'all see one of the main guys who've been kind of stomping, which is Justin Pearson. So we're gonna kind of get into some of those clips right now. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let's go.
These maps are racist tools of white supremacy at the behest of the most powerful white supremacists in the United States of America.
Fleshly, everybody would do it.
These maps are racist tools of white supremacy at the behest of the most powerful white supremacists in the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Memphis is the most beautiful place on the planet. It's the place that raised me, my brothers, my parents, my grandmothers, and where my ancestors' bones rest. And what you are doing today is eviscerating the only black majority congressional district in our state because we are majority black. This is about attacking, targeting, and cracking District 9 into pieces for more political and racial dominance and white supremacy in the state of Tennessee. You put us on cotton plantations and tobacco plantations. You denied our human rights and our right to exist as children of God, and we are still here. You destroyed
that nigga turned into a preacher
and lynched black folks on Poplar Tree. Shelby County, Tennessee had the most lynchings of anywhere in this state where you're taking this district, and we are still here. No matter how much you try and break us and make us bend and make us quit, we will still be here.
We're here today once again for a white sheets caucus meeting in which they're trying to disenfranchise people.
There's objections in Jones once again. That is out of order.
You know what you're doing. It's shameful, but we know that you all are going to fall in line behind this man here who's going to lead you down the path of racism and white supremacy. It's wrong. It's immoral. And when we say do justice, love mercy, and walk home.
It fails for lack of emotion.
These maps are racist tools of white supremacy.
That's Justin Pearson, man. We're gonna get into some more
white supremacists in the United States of America.
They did burn Tulsa. They did do a Memphis massacre. They did lynch us on poplar trees, and still we're here. So our message to the white supremacists who have decided that we somehow have lost. That this is finally the nail in the coffin. We hear the echoes of our ancestors who have still made real the ideals of the Constitution written on that parchment of paper in our blood, that y'all, we the people. The reason I love 3 words aren't because they old, it's because it sounds so black. We the people. 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 Moving fairness and justice and equality. We the people who know that the best days for Tennessee are still ahead. We who will not bow down. We who will not quit. We who will change this state and this nation and this whole world, because that's what our ancestors did. We
He crashed. He crashed. He said, we're going to take over the whole goddamn world, nigga. Nah, he crashed out. No, I'm on the floor. Dude, funny as hell. Dude, funny as hell. But listen to this. This ain't a funny situation that's going on.
Out here this morning, getting ready to go to Nashville as we fight against the racist redistricting effort of the Tennessee General Assembly, trying to take away House representation in the U.S. Congress. But we know they're not going to stop there. This is an attack on Black voting rights, our accessibility, and agency to choose the people that we want to serve us and lead our communities. The racism that is imbued in this decision cannot be overstated. The reality is they have consistently found ways to attack and reduce Memphis's power, from my expulsion from the Tennessee House of Representatives to taking over our school board to many other laws like felon disenfranchisement that have stopped 21% of Black African-American people from being able to access the ballot. We know that this is a part of a long history of our state, and so it's not surprising that they are first. But what is important is that we continue to show up, speak up, and fight back against this. The deleterious effects of this are going to be generational if it is allowed to happen. So we've got to give everything that we can in this moment in time to stop it. Out here this morning, getting ready to go to Nashville.
Well, yeah, he be out there doing this
against the racist
thing, he came to Knoxville for a couple situations.
Tell you right
But let's get
now that we need 55,000 units of affordable housing for people who make $17,000 a year. Our minimum wage is $7.25, and we have not seen an increase for decades. People are struggling. My great aunt is deciding whether or not she's going to pay for medicine or pay for groceries. You cannot say that the economy is doing well when it is doing well for billionaires, but the consequences of the action are coming home to roost. Because you know what? Farmers have retaliated against this administration's actions. And you know what this administration has said is trying to do? Give billions of dollars to them. If things were going great for people, they wouldn't have to take those actions. And what Republicans have done is give more money to the rich, the most powerful, and the billionaires, and they've left working class people.
But Lydia, and also
I can tell you right now that we need 55,000 units of affordable housing for people who make $17,000 a year. Our
55,000 units. Now
our minimum wage is $7.
Let's get into the next one.
What we're dealing with right now is white supremacy at its zenith. They are literally rigging and stealing elections and stealing congressional seats because they cannot win otherwise at the behest of the president after the Cali decision of the Supreme Court. And he decided to tell our governor and a lady who's running for governor that they need to steal our only majority Black district in the entire state, which is in Memphis and Shelby County, where I currently serve as a state representative and where I'm also running to serve in the U.S. Congress for District 9. These things are not incidental or accidental. They've been building up to it over a long period of time, whether it be Shelby County v. Holder, where they gutted Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act, to now Section 2, where we were able to use the courts as a way to ensure that our representation, our voices weren't being taken away systematically. And now, surgically, they have cut our district into 3, proportionally, nearly to the percentage of 33% of Black folks in each of those districts, in order to dilute our voice, to dilute our vote, and to take away our political power. And you mentioned this, but over the next several months and couple of years, we are going to see the largest purge of Black people in elected office since the end of Reconstruction. Because right now, they're coming for congressional districts, but next they will be coming for our state house seats and our state senate seats. And let me talk particularly about the South here. In the South in particular, there are 12 to 20 U.S. congressional seats that we might be on the verge of losing. There are 200 state house and state senate seats that we will likely lose due to the response and the white lash by white supremacists who are in these positions of power. And so, yes, we must vote, and also we must build power that sustains us for the long haul and share a vision for our country, share a vision for the South, where there's healthcare access, there's opportunity in education, there isn't environmental racism and degradation, and that Black folks who are in positions of power, that we use these positions, not just to push yes and no on buttons, but to build power in the communities where we are serving. But this is the fight of our life, and everyone has to be engaged in it. Yeah, what we're dealing with right now is white supremacy at
What do y'all think about this, man? What do y'all ultimately think about this, man? I think it's absolutely interesting. The young man is trying to stomp for what he believes is right, And I mean, you can't knock that, I guess. You can't knock that. Let's get into his last clip that he has, and then we're going to move on. I'm probably going to open up the panel. So let's get right into some more of this convo. Let's go. All right, let's get it.
As far as our founding fathers and those that owned slavery, it is important not to dilute history. We need to understand and know what that is so that we don't repeat those mistakes. But the Bible also says that we will be judged in the time of our culture. And at that time, it was a common practice. Not saying that's right or wrong. The Bible actually does instruct those who do own slaves on how to treat them and to treat them fairly and kindly. But our founding fathers definitely believe that all men were created equal, and it was those beliefs that moved us from the position of slavery to where we are today. So this particular legislation does not advocate to teach those things. I think we have many other pieces of civic education that likely does include that, but this intention for this legislation is for that to not necessarily be included.
Representative Pearson.
It is nearly unconscionable to believe that you just articulated the theological vision of enslavers in this capital in the year 2026 as though it was okay. Because here's your problem. The Bible, which was written in many different iterations, but is articulating a time of thousands of years ago, was used as justification for enslavement that happened thousands of years later, 400 years ago in our country. And so even if you're trying to articulate, as you are incorrectly, that the Bible was somehow giving permission to slavery, that would have been in the era in which it was happening. It wouldn't be used as a theological justification just 400 years ago in our nation's history. But what is worse, and what is deeply disturbing by what you have just said, is not how you are saying, and that was wrong or immoral. There is no question that slavery was immoral. And you shouldn't need a Bible to know that. And there were always people who were antithetical to the antebellum South's iteration of chattel slavery. The people who were enslaved, who were kidnapped from the continent of Africa and brought here against their will. And I am a Christian, and I am a 7th-generation Tennessean. I have read the Bible from front to back, and the stories about love, about who Christ is, about loving thy neighbor and loving God is what we are told to profess. So anyone who misused the Bible to enslave people, misused the Bible to keep people in bondage, they were wrong then as you are wrong now. I refuse to support this legislation because the lens by which you are viewing the world is toxic, is damning, is wrong, and is immoral. And you, my fellow colleagues, should do much more work in understanding the history of this country and understanding the history of enslavement and the consequences that it continues to wreak and the barriers it continues to create in this state and around the country. No one should ever be able to use Christianity as justification for the enslavement of people, especially not someone who has the audacity to call themselves a legislator.
Thank you for the question.
Now, let me ask y'all this, man. Is this little nigga just a buck dancing coon, or is he really trying to fight for the liberation of our people, man? I need the family to let me know. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. I want the family to come up. Let me know. Come on up. Let me know, family. And matter of fact, we'll spin a block. We'll be right back in just a second. It's your brother, Aboriginal Power. Hit that like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel. Let's go.
Where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. When I'm pissed off, I'm like a gun cocked and loaded. Might pop off at any time, don't play with my emotions. They say I'm like my daddy, antisocial and bipolar. Don't deal with the stress, that shit eat at you like Ebola. Cold shoulders what I got, when help is what I needed. Fuck it right, I'm being greedy. Come from mine, you get deleted. I let them make it, they might feel the need to repeat it. Show my loyalty, they don't know how to treat it. Purchases, no receipts. with the pack. Want insurance since you gotta pay your fee for that. I ain't tripping, I'ma make it all back on the tax. On the move until it's gone, I don't get to relax. And if you owe me, it ain't safe to say you safe, dog. John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, we gon' face off. It ain't my fault, but in the street, that's how we lay low. They got me moving with this bat like it's baseball. Sometimes your own people the ones that do you dirty. They ain't even 30, trying to get my nigga 30. Know my dog was out here wildin', but I swear he don't deserve it. Kept that stick with him daily, cause them niggas had him nervous for real. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We got Raven Hawk in the building. What's the good old big deal?
It's all good. What's happening, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. How you feeling?
Doing the best I can, man. Doing the best I can.
That's good. That's all we can do. Shit.
I think oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You got the flow. Talk to me.
I think the brother's heart is in the right place, but I just don't believe that you can look out for our interests and still float the slave narrative at the same time. And that's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he got a good spirit, but maybe just unlearned or maybe misdirected. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe with a little polish and shine in a good direction, I think he'll be perfect in use. Seems like he got a good spirit.
Yeah, I think his intention is legit, but his knowledge of I mean, who knows? His own personal identity could be that.
Yeah, he could be African, right? I'm not even going to that, right?
Yeah. But I think that hampers how we as an American people, as a group of people, and I believe the real pinnacle victims of this system that we live in. As long as people that claim to be representing all of us stick to that African narrative, we are always gonna be disadvantaged by that.
He's like a pan-African. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a few of them guys standing around him, and some of the way he give me pan-African, young baby polite.
There's some dashikis under those jackets and shirts and ties.
Oh yeah, he wear dashikis and shit too. They got footage of him at certain venues speaking with the little African shit on and shit.
I think that's really a play to garner sympathy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think so many of us.
It could be a sympathy heartstring pull. It could be.
Yeah.
But he said he's 7th generation Tennessean, though. How you 7th generation, bro?
And he should know better than that. If he's really if he can trace himself 7 generations deep, he knows that they're not from Africa.
You know you're not from Africa. That's a fact. Yeah. Because it's 7 generations. I don't even know what year that'll put you, but that's down there in the 1700s.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't know how young you. Well, you got to be old enough to be in Congress. So, yeah, I don't know about that, man. He should definitely know. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe he just, this is what he on. We got Soul Sister Jackie Brown in here with us. How you feel about the conversation? Jackie Brown. She over there eating boogers. We'll come back to her. But yeah, Ravenhawk. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I've been seeing him for a few years though. Like I said, he was at Knoxville when they was trying to tear down the one of the oldest colleges in Tennessee called Knoxville College. It's a historical black college. They was trying to tear it down. But he was up there fought for it. I don't think they tore it down either though, so that's good. He might be bi-ethnic, somebody said in the chat. He might be a mix. He might be a little mix. Somebody said, I see all different ideologies have different information. If that was shared in a line, and a lot would be clearer. Unfortunately, different concepts are distracting from information being shared. Yeah, that's what I say. Real, not recognized real. That's why I'm able to have conversations with anybody, because the way information is shared is it has to have a flow. It got to get to other places that's not privy to where you're at. And when it's not getting there and it's only shared amongst people who know where to come, that is compartmentalizing the information. You see what I'm saying? That's the opposite of growing with the information. You cannot compartmentalize the information. Jackie Brown, you in here with a sister.
Peace and love, family. I'm in the house. Peace and love to the real, to the Aboriginals of America, FBA, Indians of America, all the names that's been put on the nigger, hard ER, the niggers. Okay?
Yeah, because we are niggers, and I'm a proud nigger of America. And guess what? Us niggers and us niggas done did great and incredible things.
That's
you
exactly
understand
right.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can laugh at the name all you want,
Mm-hmm.
but just pay respect to the attributes and the achievements beyond it. You understand what I'm saying?
I sure do. I get it. Yeah, and I think you're doing an awesome job doing news, this future news. In a minute, this is going to be all they're going to want to watch. And you already putting your toes and your paws down, getting it all rooted and rooted and grounded and everything. And these is very good topics, because I had to think about it myself, until Tyreek has said it, that how these Africans felt about us, and I heard that foul talk that they had about us. I felt like it was something going on, because I didn't see him. I didn't meet him until I got into the medical field right out of high school, right? And that's where I started running to them, and in the nursing schools and in the hospitals and stuff like that. And I didn't feel them. I knew I didn't like them. You know what I'm saying? But I had never just looked at what was going on and what it was, how they felt about us. I just knew it wasn't right. And I noticed that they wasn't around. You
A
know what I
lot of
mean?
our people really didn't until social media, Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, TikTok, and all this. That's when they start creating these little chats and getting into their little conversations, and they start letting the cat out the bag more and more, and feeling confident after confident. We listening to it and just letting it roll off our back like water on the duck's ass. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't paying no mind until we said something. Now they all butthurt. But we ain't just say nothing. We said we ain't the same as these niggas. We something else. We ain't nothing like. That's what pissed them off the most. That's what sent them over the hill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they're not respected culturally. They're not respected achievement wise around the world. We're the recognition for achievement. So they're able to get respect around the world based off of the world respecting us. But once we delineate, they have no value. And even the white men see that they have no value. That's why they say, fuck it, Africans, Nigerians, kick them out, Haitians, kick them out. They're just kicking them out. They have no value now. You only have value when you was attached to us by tethering. Delineation prevents that.
Exactly. You know, and I shout out to the ancestors. May they rest in peace. Some of them, half of them, because they done really rose up and and
They
done
ain't
some
resting.
things.
They never rest.
They never rested, but
They
I'm
looking
so
at us right
glad.
now.
I'm so glad to see us recognized on my clock in my lifetime. I'm so glad to see technology, media. What, Tinky Butt? Go ahead.
What about that card? What's he said? What they say about that card?
Elamico, he said he want to get in my car. He want the keys to my car. I
Oh, he
told him
gonna
go
drive.
ahead. He
Okay,
got
he
yeah,
ready to
yeah.
go.
Yeah, he's something else.
I know that's right.
But I want to thank the ancestors for whatever and the God. You got to be crazy to think it ain't a God to see what's going on for our people. Oh, we dropping the ball a bit. Yeah, we got some hiccups. Yeah, but now the stage is set for us. Okay.
Yes, they said
Mhm.
delineation, reparation
And
for the
reparations.
nation. You
That's
understand me?
right.
Let me say it again. Delineation,
Delineation.
reparation. That's it.
Reparations. That's
That's
it.
it. It's simple. It
So
ain't
let's
even
talk
that
about
hard.
that though. The reparations for me cannot be. Now I know this is gonna be another hiccup. See, when y'all say reparations, we talking about restore where we were, put us back, where we can be confident, where we can build and be wholesome against all the crimes and legal laws that they use against us. You know what I'm saying? And the codes that they use against us. So we be free of that kind of thing. So we got to know. We got to know. We got to know that when Martin Luther King said, I led my people to a burning house, he was talking about integration. Are y'all
Yeah,
ready to talk about integration and separation?
that's what
What is
delineate.
reparations
That's
gonna look like? Yeah, what is really restoring us gonna
well,
look like?
shit, we already know when you separate that means you ain't in their workforce. See, you're in their workforce because you're the skills. And once you separate and remove the entire skills from one workforce, it immediately starts to crumble. And that place where all the skills is at immediately starts to flourish. That separation leads to you understand what I'm saying? That's what it means.
Mm-hmm. Now
When
say
you
it
go back
again,
and start
Baptist.
looking,
Separation. What we said was delineation, separation, and reparations or something. How did it go?
all right, let's say it again. Delineation,
Delineation,
reparation,
reparations.
separation,
Okay. Separation.
elevation. You understand what I'm saying?
Elevation. See? See?
It ain't hard.
I'm with that. I'm with that. They're
You
gonna be
know.
very upset when they see we get ourselves together and we know who we are. When we able to protect, and I'm here to tell you, the
And guess what? A
phenotype.
lot of the black brothers and sisters around the world are now really starting to understand who they are. When
Mm-hmm.
they never even knew these shits that we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Once we start waking up people that have big platforms and people that have voices that have people listening to them, whether it's the 30 people to 30,000 people, if we can reach them and get them to understand who they are, they're going to go out and tell a million more people. So
That's
our
exactly
mission is
right.
going to be multiplied as it progresses. You understand what I'm saying? I'm starting
I
to see a
see it.
lot
I
more of
see
the
it happening.
aboriginal. I'm starting to see a lot more of my FBA brothers get into their aboriginal understanding because they're looking into genealogy. You understand? Heavily restricted and resistant of any African part of their nature. And I have to say that I give myself a pat on the back, and y'all should be giving yourself in the chat a pat on the back.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we waking them up. When you think they ain't listening, they listening.
Oh, they're listening. They're listening. I got people. I got white people that I work with starting to ask me like who I think I am. Not in a disrespectful way, but like wanting to know how I qualify myself and what I claim. So they're listening.
Yeah, and then you got to ask their ass, what do you claim? Because you ain't an American. That means
Oh
you
shit!
ain't
I
the
just
real Indian. Yeah. So what you think you is, you damn Peckerwood? No, I'm just playing. I got some good white friends of mine that I'm cool with. And I called one of them the other day. And cause I like to debate with this motherfucker. I've been knowing him for over 22 years. You see what I'm saying? Old ex-Klansman. You know what I'm saying? Rebel native. You know what I'm saying? One of those fellas. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Cool motherfucker. Been knowing him for years. Know his family. You know what I'm saying? His auntie. You know what I'm saying? Who was a Freemason, right? So, which is
Mm-hmm.
funny. It's the whole story. I'll tell it another note. But I got white friends too. You understand what I'm saying? I do. Yeah, I got white buddies.
Me too. I
Yeah,
got
they.
white friends. I got all kind of friends. But just like how they wouldn't have changed 5, 7 years ago, they
Somebody said
was
white
stood
friend is
tall
an
for telling us that we
oxymoron.
wasn't shit. I don't have no problem with them now, letting them know, especially the white girls and the Chinese girls and all the people that get the fake titties and the fake booties and dying to get the dark as they can and tans and all that. All that shit y'all do ain't gonna get you this black. Oh, I love to tell them. Oh, hell no. I know now. I know your secret. I know it.
Hey,
And I'm
let
gonna
me.
stand tall and talk about it. Y'all, yeah, they didn't have no problem. They don't have no problem when they was up with their nose in there. My nose in the motherfucking air now.
Hey, let me say this. Haru, the Duke of Great Lakes. All right, that's right. Yeah, I ain't got no white friends. I got white buddies. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta call them buddies. You gotta understand that. See, buddy mean white man or a dog or a little pet or something like that. Buddy, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I can say that too, because when it get right down to the bottom of it, when you get down with your white friend, don't care how long you've been knowing them, and I had some I known a long time. I tell you what, they not gonna give up their position. They would never come out to and advocate a fight on your behalf to their people. They might come to the hood and you give them a ghetto pass and they preach that shit over there to you. But they not going over there today, folks, talking that shit. It's a leverage, it's a power and a privilege to be walking in recessive genes and traits. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, the whole American dream is built on putting your foot on a nigga. That's how you can build yourself up, because you come over here, we'll gentrify the niggas, find a space for you to make money on them, because everybody have a community but them. They don't know they value. They love the buddy, chummy chum. We gonna mix their ass all the way out. We actually need them anyway to carry on. You know, it's just a lot. I'm sorry, I turned some pages or two, but go ahead, y'all.
Now you good shit. We got Sister Betty in the building. What's going on, Auntie?
Hey y'all. Peace to the panel. Happy Mother's Day, Jackie. Peace to the
Peace and
panel.
love, Sister Betty.
Peace to the chat. So you know I always gotta come up and ask them old fucked up questions that get niggas mad. So I'm gonna go ahead on and do it. I'm talking about them niggas that's trying to say that these people that kind of have Asian features or Mongolian features, them the ones I'm talking about that they trying to make Indians. So my thing is,
that's what I've been saying. People been thinking that. That's why I say that you got to say that you a black Indian, because people saying that the real Indians is the Asian.
Okay, right. So my thing is 1830, and I'm just gonna keep doing this because I know it get to people's skin. When the majority, like 99% of the Indians didn't go to Oklahoma, and they was reclassified to free people of color, Negroes, coloreds, blacks. I mean, Negroes, colors, mulattoes. I would like those Asian featured looking people to produce government documents that got any of them goddamn classifications on their marriage certificates, birth certificates. They better have that shit on their ancestors' government documents. Because if they don't got it, they ain't no goddamn Indian.
You gotta have Negro, black, or colored on that bitch. If you ain't got that, you ain't.
Don't forget free people of color.
Oh yeah,
that was on the
Negro,
1830
black
census.
Negro, black, and colored. So whether free Negro, free colored, you feel what I'm saying? Any variant that fall up under color, like mulatto, quadroon, things of that nature.
And it better be on a marriage certificates.
If you ain't any of that, you ain't no nigga.
That's
Hey,
right.
OTK, where you at? You got a debate with me Saturday.
But that's all I got, y'all.
Wait a minute, Sister Betty. Explain to me again, because I don't understand. I'm trying
You coming to our debate, Sister Betty?
Sister Betty, the thing. Okay,
Right here.
go ahead.
We debating. Me and OTK.
What y'all gonna debate on?
Hey,
whether or not Negroes, aka black people, had middle names in the 1830s.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. I'm gonna watch it. Of course, I'm gonna watch it.
And this is important. Why?
It ain't important.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I ain't really trying to be
It's
funny.
just a
Sister Betty,
teaching.
I ain't trying to be funny with you either. I'm just trying to understand. Like, you said that if you trying to debunk the $5 Indian, right? Because I think that's how the Mongoloid came on. They switched their identity with them. Did they pay for? Did all the natives pay for the identity to be Indians? Were they natives before Indians? Was Indians before natives? I don't really know how the thing go. I just simply know if your ass ain't a Negro, you ain't the original. That's all I know. But tell me what you saying about if they can't produce what, that they not an Indian?
Well, they were reclassified, the ones that did not go to Oklahoma on the reservation. These so-called Asian-looking people. I just want to see that their very ancestors have colored, Negro, mulatto on their census sheets, their marriage certificates, because wasn't no birth certificates rendered in the 1830s, but death certificates were, census sheets were, marriage certificates, that kind of shit. And also school records better have them listed as one of those reclassifications. If they ain't got that, they kick rocks.
Okay, if they ain't got that, they ain't the original Americans. They ain't the niggas of America. But how could they get that without that? Is it another way they could obtain that without?
No, because they can't produce those documents because it's not in any government documents. We the only ones with those reclassifications.
I mean, could they have had a baby and married in or something like that?
Nope. That
Couldn't have
must
been the status
nope.
thing. So
Because when the census takers went around, if your ass looked white and you was in a house with a bunch of mulattoes, they either made you white or they made you mulatto. So there's no excuse. They got to be reclassified what those damn Indians was on the census sheets.
But what about the one drop rule? Where was the one drop rule?
It wasn't no one drop rule in 1830. It wasn't no one drop rule in 1840.
When was the one
drop
rule?
Was in 1924. We talking about ancestor shit.
The one drop rule was in
She on point, Jackie. She on point.
One drop rule.
I'm just asking. Y'all know I don't know. I'm really just
one
trying
drop rule was in 1924. That's almost 100 years later. We talking about ancestor shit. 1830 census, 1840 census, 1850 census, 1860 census. That's some ancestors. And if they can't produce it like we can, then they can kick
it wasn't
rock.
no one drop rules in the slavery time?
No,
I mean,
absolutely not.
How did they determine? I mean, because freedmen is freed from what? Slavery, right?
That's it.
When you classify, so back and even using their indoctrination where they say freedmen is from slavery, they had a system that was set up to keep a slave classified as.
It's not a racial classification. It's a status. You're either enslaved or free.
So they couldn't have had the status.
And if you're enslaved back in them days, you're either in jail or you're free. So freedmen, and these are during war times. These are people that what do you call it? Retreated, and they became freemen. And that's a status. It's not a racial classification. Freedmen was never a racial classification. It was a status of life. Are you enslaved or are you free? Enslaved means the same thing as being in jail. Because you have no rights. But they ain't have no damn rights anyway. But all I'm saying is 1830, produce them fucking documents. Because we can produce them. We're the only ones that can produce documents. with those classifications. Nobody else can. So Rob Noxious,
This is my thing, Sister Betty, with the whole thing about the Indian thing. And I don't know what documents you have, but I'm yet to see where Indians, Negro people are saying, I am a Negro, I am an Indian. I watched this lady, so Selena, I like her because she be hot on the trails, her and whoever she worked with on YouTube. But they really have not, they listening to us because I can tell by the videos they put out. But they really don't have any real active writing. We can't prove that the writing of the Indian is not from the colonization. That is not a name that's put upon us, and we know it's put upon us for a reason, to gentrify us, to switch our identity, and which happens is happening again, but my thing is, I'm yet to see where the Indian people are producing papers from Indian people saying, we Indian, we run the land, these our law, and this how we was doing after a colonization, or even at the time of a colonization. It would be really great to hear how things was ran and going before colonization, that they saying, I am a phenotype of a Negro, I am a nigger, they use black terms. I don't like those terms. I want some sure terms that carbonated, you know what I'm saying? They say that we Africans. I would like to see an Indian say I'm least Ethiopian, not African.
well,
But what the
when
Bible say, let me say that, because the Bible, they say that it was the land of the black face. I'm just saying something that's more historically, and where I can have a connection, a relation in a research manner, not to
well,
saying that it's true.
prior to
You understand what I'm
1830,
saying?
I understand what you're saying, but at the time of the creation of the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, we were sovereign. We were sovereign governments all over this landmass, from the north to the south, to the east to the west of these here 50 states. We had a system, and the colonists during the time after they won the war, they decided that they wanted to set up a system like ours. And that's what their 13 colonies were set up like ours. We had the same system going while they had theirs going, the little 13 colonies. And they tell you that, and they tell you that in reports, that we should do like the Iroquois system, because they liked it. And A1's taught this like a million times on his channel, and it's true, it's factual. So at that time, we were who we were. If we was a Lenape, if we was we were the tribes we were prior to 1776. So now I'm talking 1830. This is even before the Civil War. That's when our ancestors got reclassified, the ones that didn't go to Oklahoma. So when they made the Constitution, when you hear Indians not taxed, they're referring to the ones that's on the reservation, because they're the ones who were getting the protected rights because they went on the reservation. And that's what the government promised them, the protected rights to be sovereign on their lands. And because we didn't go with our tribes to Oklahoma, we became subjects of there wherever we lived. If I live in Connecticut, okay, you're under jurisdiction of Connecticut law, and that's all across the 50 states. You in Texas, you're under Texas law. You anywhere, you're under that state's laws. And they reclassified your ass to free people of color, Negroes, mulattoes. That's what's on census sheets. How do we know that we're the Indian? Because we're the only ones with those racial classifications. There were no little Asian people running around in the South. I can tell you that. They was not. And they were not reclassified.
It's
They
just,
weren't on the East Coast
I can
either.
see that being clear,
Exactly.
where we could be nonchalant, like we never really participated in their censuses, and any of they we don't even go to the courts. That's a new thing when they send us summons to go to, we don't really participate in the stuff. So us being inactive to a system and blinded to what was going on and things that was going on, I can see things happening like that. And I can see where that divide could be, where colonization versus the original people of the land could be some stuff that can be documented, where we can see where there is being some changes. But I cannot see where you can say that just black people, or I'm sure you're not saying that, because your tribe is of mixture people, right? It's a lot of recessive traits and mixed people in these Indian tribes. But it's hard for me to say that these tribes that incorporate these different phenotypes are originally the original Indians for me. And so it's always going to be a whole bunch of mix and mingle and levels to the stuff when that's how you operating. That's why I like to see where the Indians are saying, this is my speech about me and our people, or I can see our people, these historians and these saying, our own grandmamas paperworks and diaries and stuff saying who they were and what they was doing. We don't have that. I don't think we were into that. I think that stuff was being wrote and stuff to indoctrinate the world on a system they was on code for, and we wasn't really prepared. We really didn't understand the levels to the stuff. And I think that's why we have found ourselves, our Hollywood people, in 360 deals and still today, because we still ain't leveled up to the codes and the map that they put before to conquer us as a whole, and for a long time. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
the
So I'm
problem
not
is
saying no to your
that,
information. I'm
that-
just saying I just wish that I could see people saying, y'all Indian people showing y'all people and saying, well, narrated by the Indian, this is us, not by the white man, not the white man writings, but the Indian writings and the Indian pictures and drawings and things that's describing and saying, this is us, this is who we are, this is what we look like. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Type of thing. Because
I
I
don't
know
know
that they
where,
done
I
threw a
don't know
monkey
if you
wrench,
look at,
and
if you've
through
been looking,
the
I'm,
DNA sex game,
I'm
nothing
not
new under
sure.
the sun,
I'm
same way
not
they
sure if
got
you've
here.
been
You
looking
know what I'm
at,
saying? Type shit that got us
all right,
confused.
but
And it's going to
Jackie,
keep a long
but I,
lasting
I don't,
fight
I don't,
about
can
who
you
the
hear me? Can she
original
hear
people
me?
is, if you're trying to go up under Indian
I
and
don't
native.
know.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
well, here's what I'm gonna say. I don't know where you've been looking, but on TikTok, on Facebook, our people it's they're showing pictures and everything, and of our who the Indian is. You got white people out there confessing on
I'm
TikTok and
just
everywhere.
saying.
So I don't know where
Can
you're
you hear me?
looking at. I don't know where you've been looking at,
No,
or if you look on
my
TikTok
phone tripping.
or Facebook, but generation the millennials and generation Z is going coastal on TikTok, uh, all those platforms, and they're showing they're making little small videos and showing who the Indian is, and you even have
Y'all
white
there,
people
family? Am I by myself?
and
Y'all
other
there?
people coming out
Somebody put a one in the
taking
chat if you can
stances
hear. So, Sister Jackie
on
Brown,
different
I will
platforms.
try to
So I don't
explain
know
my.
what else you need to see. What else you need to see. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to allow nobody, I don't care who it is. And yes, I do love Asians. I do. That's no secret. But I'll be damned if I let anybody come and say that they're the original Indians, because they didn't get on the damn census until 1890. And that's when they asses came. Now, if there was any Asians that came to North America, they're all in Canada. What the land that sits as Canada. That's where they came. They wasn't here over this way. Or they probably was out in the west somewhere in the Mexico
They was
area.
in the West. Yeah, they was in the West, and they was in like small pockets in the South, like small communities, like in like Louisiana and shit like that. You feel me?
Correct. And yes, my tribe has mulattoes in it. You damn right. I claim all my bloodline and my tribe members. Some of them are mulattoes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't got no problem
And
with mixed
I'm
brothers, as long as
claiming.
they standing on grain. You can have a mixed brother that's standing with the white or standing with the black. It just depends on where they standing. If I rock with you, I look at it just like anybody else.
We have mulatto members. We claim all our blood.
But mulattoes was our
We don't give a
downfall
fuck
back
what
in the
nobody
day. But I
says.
still rock with my mulatto brothers.
That's right. And it is what it is. And our doors are closed any fucking way. So we don't give a fuck.
See, we know what to
did
do though.
what
Now we
people
know
said
what
that
to
they're
do.
gonna do in YouTube, and we closed our fucking doors and we're happy.
See, we
And
know
I
what
don't
to do. See, we can still love our mulatto brothers and still not have to worry about the ramifications of that. You know, my procedure is no mulatto can be the leader and speak on behalf of our people. But when we get benefits, just to say we get restitution, they will get full benefits just like any other Black American. You
oh
see
no,
what I'm
that's
saying?
not how we rock. We don't even look at each other as oh, you're only half of this, so you can't. No, that's not how we do it. We
No, you
love
get full they get full benefits.
the thing
They get
is,
full they get full benefits to everything we get. They just won't be
no,
able to
I'm talking
speak.
about even representing and speaking on our behalf.
Hell
We
no.
down with that.
Because if you
are
mix,
truly
you
down
can
with
have
that. We love.
if you mix, that just protects the whole. That
Nah,
protects the
we don't.
whole because if you mix, you can have a dual allegiance. And if you can have a dual allegiance, you're accessible to double cross your people. That's just how history works.
Because our bylaws and to be able to get in our tribe, there's two things. You have to be full blood or half blood. And it gets deeper. If you're half blood and you have a baby with someone that's non-Indian, then the baby is not eligible because the baby is not considered half blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's y'all, and I respect what you do with your tribe. I mean,
our half. That's
I'm just saying,
so that
Black
it doesn't
people, as
wipe
our
us out.
people in general in America, we can't allow nobody mixed to speak on behalf of us. That just protects us. Because we seen what happened it'll be dumb as hell of us for us not to after we seen what happened in history. So, but that's not showing no knock to them though. Shit,
yeah, but that's not always the case. Those are hearsay stories.
I know, but it was the case in some certain instances, which was crucial and detrimental. So, in order to prevent that, you got to learn put things in place to prevent that. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting the same outcome, a different outcome, then that becomes insanity. We can't do that. But like I said, there's no knock to my mixed brethren. I rocks with the mixed brothers that's down for the cause. You see what I'm saying? But in order to protect the whole, we can't allow no mix to speak. They got dual allegiance, or they could have dual allegiance.
I understand if somebody else set their tribe up like that, but why is not like that? We not down.
No, I ain't even talking about no tribe shit. I ain't even into the tribes. You know that. But I'm just talking about in general as a political party. You see what I'm saying? So.
We love it the way it is, and that's why our doors closed. We're happy. We got overwhelming members, and we're very happy. I don't really talk about it on YouTube no more because the tribe say you no longer need to do that anymore, and we're good. We're good because when you get one member, that member's damn near whole family can join.
Every tribe in America that once was our nation, Sister Bethy. Because you created your own tribe from scratch, or authentic tribe.
We started off with 47 people.
Right. And I remember when you first was even picking motherfucker. I've been here. I've been here. So, but I'm talking about your tribes that your family is connected to. They're no longer connected to you due to mixing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's been it is so crucial. I might have to do a whole build on breaking this down history for how crucial it was in history.
We came to the realization that, say, like if my sister,
every tribe, Sister Bethy,
if my sister
destroyed because of mixing.
Well, I don't look at that. I guess because I don't look at life like that. There are people who literally look and view
I
things
understand what you're saying though,
from
because
a
you don't want to be harsh.
communist perspective. If
Yeah,
I
I
fall in
understand.
love with somebody and he happens to not be of my race, that's me, my life. I wouldn't put it.
Listen,
I
I
wouldn't enforce it
understand
on
that,
nobody.
but the
But
truth
if I had
hurts
a
though,
baby,
and no matter
and
what, at all times, you should always want to lean on doing the truth. Because
yeah,
sometimes the truth gonna hurt people that's around, and that's facts. That is very true. I've been told the truth, and sometimes it hurt. You done told the truth to people, and it hurt. It happens like that. That's a common phrase, but you got to be real.
well,
You got to be real.
I know if I'm thinking about,
And I feel like as a leader of the community, Sister Bethy, and as a spokesman to younger Black women, you may like other races, but I just feel like you should never advocate for it because there's youth listening in.
well, I'm not advocating for anything like that. That's my personal choice.
I know, but you openly
I have not
advocate.
had great experience with men in my community, so it's my personal choice.
I know.
I don't advocate for it, but it's my choice in life. I don't live in a communist country, and I don't think in a communist manner where you need to stick with your own kind. I don't live under that, and that was never imposed on me, and I don't like nobody telling me who I should fall in love with or who I should marry, because I might fall in love with a white guy. I might fall in love with a Chinese man. I might fall in love with a Philippine man or a Korean man, but that's my choice. I want somebody to love me right and treat me right and make me feel beautiful. Okay. And
So you think
those are the
Asians don't have?
if I just randomly end up marrying somebody who made me feel beautiful and I fell madly in love with him, that's my business. And
Yeah,
I tell people, get the fuck out my business. I'm gonna be with who I want to be with, and I don't care what no Black nigga say. Worry about where you stick your own dick at. Don't worry about me, because I don't. You ain't taking care of me. You don't pay my bills. You don't do shit for me. So don't tell me how to run my life. This is me at this age, Bap. You know what I'm saying? But you got it.
No, I understand what you're saying, but you say that to say as if other races don't have bad relationships.
I never stated that. That's coming out your mouth.
You said I want to go to another race that'll love me.
Yes.
As if other races don't.
But wait a minute. But what you're saying is what you're saying. I said other races.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the clarity of what you said. You're saying Black people is incapable. Your people. You saying your people is incapable of loving you, but other people are.
I did not say that either. That's you saying that, and I'm gonna say this now, so people won't get it twisted. All races on the planet got flaws, got pitfalls, got bad shit going on and everything. But it just so happened that a Korean man made me feel like his queen. How about that? Now, that's my choice. If I decide to want to be with him, ain't no nigga gonna tell me who the fuck to be with. Not my mama, not my daddy, not nobody in my family. You don't like it, don't fucking come around me. Because last I checked, I don't ask nobody for shit. And I want to be happy.
I just don't like how you respect other race of men, but don't respect Black men.
That's not true. That's not true. It's just
that's pretty much what you're saying. In other words,
it's not. No, it's not bad. It's just that I've had it. Look, Bat, I'm like damn near 30 years older than you, and I've had life dealing with my community. I've never dated outside my race, ever. And I've had it. And that's my choice.
And listen, I'm okay with that though. And listen, and to be honest, I'm gonna be 100%. I don't care who you love. My point of even bringing it up, I feel like it shouldn't be spoke about who you love. You see what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
I feel like it's kind of.
You telling me what I can speak about on YouTube, and y'all speak about everything on YouTube, from sticking niggas in the ass and everything. And now I'm speaking out. I'm sorry if nobody don't like it. But if I gotta listen to two niggas that's in love with each other argue on channels, then shit, I'm gonna tell you who I love.
I don't know. I can't help what other people do on everybody's channel. I just know I can help what I go on my channel, and you can help what goes on your channel. I'm just saying, as we speak, there's people listening, there's youth, and when you're constantly saying, I'm done with black men, I'm looking for the Chinese man, to the younger youth women that maybe 16 or maybe young age of 21 that's listening to that, it can be kind of misleading to the actual man perspective, the black man's respected perspective is what I'm saying. It conveys a total different story is what I'm saying. When you constantly bring it up out of nowhere, you see what I'm saying?
There's a lot of things that are mentioned on your platform, on my platform, on Smoke platform, on everybody's platform that persuades people in other direction. But don't single my shit out, because to keep it a buck, there's a lot of men in our community that have been hurt by a lot of
I don't care about them other people.
That, you know
I fucks with you, sister, but you know you my people. You know I love you to death.
But
So
there's
I don't give a
men,
damn about them other bastards. I'm
in
telling
our
you
community
because listen, sister, but I'm only saying this because I do love you and I respect you, and I feel almost on behalf of black men, I have to say something. You see what I'm saying? Because you almost at a disappointment with black men based off of maybe choices or people that you have had past experiences with. You shouldn't let that be the result or the dilemma of the next man that's in course, because you know through experience that every man is not the same. You see what I'm saying? Especially within our race. And so when I'm just saying that I just feel some type of way. That's all, Sister Betty.
Well, you shouldn't feel that type of way, because I'm not talking about you, okay? Because I'm old enough to be your mother. Number two, people, I just decided in my life that I want to see how it is to date other races. I don't want to consume myself to my community, because I haven't had real blessings in that manner, and you know, and I want to be different. I want to try something different. I mean, this is the same thing with basketball players. They end up picking white women, but look what happened to them. But so what? That it's all choice. Everybody, I want to go where my heart goes. At this point, I don't care about color in your race, and you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that, but I just feel like it shouldn't be openly promoted out of nowhere or openly stated. Like, for instance, if I like big booty Latinas, I'm not going to openly keep saying it. Like, oh, I'm in love with Latinas. You know what I mean? It kind of gives a different message, especially for someone that's fighting for the liberation and elevation of our people, and being close-knit and being understanding the corruption and history of mixing and allowing other people into our mix. It kind of goes against that. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But and listen, and I know there's a lot of people in this community that may be with other races, whether white, Asian, mixed, Latino, whatever.
But for the most part, when I'm saying this shit on Smoke Channel, it is to be funny, and it do make people laugh. And for the most part, I do be saying it to make people laugh.
I love you, Sister Beth. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? I say it, and it gets the chat going, it gets them laughing, and then they got the Chinese guy that jumps up on the panel.
But you still love black men, though. I just want the people to understand that from your perspective.
I still love our men. I have to. I have 12 brothers. I have nephews. You know what I'm saying? And I have people that I've grown up with in my community. But
you just won't give them a chance again? You won't give another black man a chance, is what you're saying?
At this point in my life, I want to try something different. I want to get a different. No, I want to get a different kind of treatment, because
I respect it.
In my life, I've had really, I think back in my life and I lay back and say, well, who have you had really great conversations with where there wasn't, you know, where it made you feel inferior or low, or you got to shut down? It's been with men of other races, like on coffee breaks, or, you know, just being out in the library and having positive conversations with.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know,
and not gossip conversation, not bitch conversations, not complaining about your last relationship, because that's.
I mean, if that's your true feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't. That's you, but I just feel like,
don't do it. He could.
I feel like, you know, that's bedroom talk. What you do,
just mad.
That's
I don't give a fuck if y'all in the chat mad.
Who you with is bedroom talk, and I just feel like who you in the bed with or dealing with in the bed is I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't go by what other
I
people do on
didn't
other
say
people's
that I was
channels, though,
in the
Sister
bed
Becky.
with nobody, but I'm just saying I've been so closed, you know, in a closed net community where what you know, the men that were there were the options. And
I listen. I'm gonna say go pursue it if that's what your soul's
I
like.
had
But
bad options. I never looked outside of my community because society and cultures always said our men are in our communities, and we were closed, and that's where you lose out on everything.
no, I'm with you. Listen,
Your
Sister Becky, I
soulmate could
love
be
you
in
to death.
another fucking country,
I've
and
been
that could
knowing.
be the exact person that make you feel like a wife and make you feel like you want to be a wife and do wifely things for him, and you know that man head of the house where you don't gotta
Listen,
think for everybody.
Sister Becky, it seems
You
like
know,
your mind is convinced, and like I said, I'm with you. Whatever you want to do, I don't judge nobody, but I will give you this piece of advice: the grass is not always greener on the other side.
I
Okay,
realize that
I'm
too.
just letting you know. I'm
I
just letting you
realize
know.
that too.
I'm gonna say this right quick. We're the most exploited, so we're the most seen. And don't be surprised, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but thanks for the information, but I'm a grown woman and I know how I want to be treated. You have to learn how you want to be treated. Am I gonna allow this man to treat me like this? And it took me a very long time to say, well, wait a minute. I shouldn't be treated. Why am I being talked to like that? I shouldn't be treated like that. It took me a long time to do that.
I just know
I
our
was
people, men
always,
and women, is
I
the
was
greatest
always a
thing.
very humble,
Listen, Sister
a
Bessie,
very
I just know
humble
that our
and
men and
giving
women,
person.
I just know that our men and women are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now we have our dingleberries as well in the mix. That's all I know. You feel what I'm saying?
What's
And
good,
a lot
Bat?
of
What's
other
good,
people
Sister
feel
Betty?
fall
Mic
short.
check. Mic check.
Yes,
If anybody
yes.
want to take it personal, that ain't my fucking problem because I'm not talking to
Yeah,
nobody
they
on
shouldn't
YouTube.
take it personal. It's
You
just
know
a
what I'm saying?
conversation. If they
I'm
taking it
speaking about
personal in the chat,
my choices in my life, and fuck
How
the
you
next
doing,
nigga and
Sister
the next
Betty?
bitch that don't like it because I don't give a fuck.
Much love
And
and
don't come
respect,
up in
Sister
here
Betty.
preaching me. Don't come up in here preaching to me
I'm
about who
not,
the fuck I
Sister
should
Betty.
talk
I
to and
just
who I should be with.
can I have the
All
mic
right.
for 1 minute, Sister Betty? I
listen,
wouldn't.
don't take it personal, y'all. Don't take
Yeah,
I'm
it
much
talking to
personal.
love.
the
Hey,
whole
real
chat
quick,
and the
Bat.
panel.
Much love and respect, Bat. My Sister Betty. You know, I came up here to say basically, you know, we're at the point in our life that we deserve to be happy. You know what I mean? So pursue your happiness. I wish you nothing but the best. But I'm sticking with, you know, my people, and I'm gonna keep loving my people no matter what. But I wish you the best with your
Thank you
pursuit
very
of
much.
happiness, Sister
I just
Betty. As
disagree
always,
with it. That's
Thank
all.
you
as
very
always,
much.
love and respect, Sister
Thank
Betty.
you very much.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Always. And
Thank
power
you
to the
very much.
people, man. What's
And I
good,
just want to make
everybody?
it clear that I do
Much
man.
love
love
and
my
respect to
people.
everybody. Power to the motherfucking people. You
Peace,
got it,
peace,
Sister
big
Betty.
dog.
I just want to make it very clear that I do love my people. However, in my life, my choice before my death, I want to say, well, maybe I'm ignoring the man that would truly love me and would truly make me feel beautiful. And I don't have to feel like I'm being disrespected. Maybe he's not in my community. That's at the stage I'm at now.
Yeah,
But
I feel you.
and
And there's nothing
secondly,
the
I'm
matter
not
with
looking
that,
for no
Sister
man.
Betty.
I'm not
Nothing the
looking for
matter
no
with that.
man. That's what I won't do. Look for them. They naturally come to me. But I've always rejected other men from other races when I felt like they were trying to talk to me, but I would not talk to them in that manner. I say we could just be friends. We could have this coffee. That's fine. But I got to the point where I'm like, well, wait a minute. Pookie ain't offered me to go get me no coffee, but this guy did. Am I rejecting the man who could possibly be my lover? Because I've always been a humble woman. I've never been a street woman.
What about the man that's been fighting in every war for you to even been saying what you got to say right now?
Well, a lot of those brothers are married, and
What about the man that's fought for the rights and passed legislation laws that get women's rights?
Okay, but all those people, let's keep it a buck, are dead right now. Okay, because that war was a long time ago. And a lot of the brothers that's in the service, they are men. And a lot of them have families. I don't like and don't believe in messing with nobody's man or husband. And I've always been a stickler like that. I never liked that. I told you about bar fights that I had with girls that got hurt from guys cheating, and we would jump them. But I've always despised women that wanted somebody else's husband. And then they try to act like they in church. And my attitude was like, bitch, God didn't promise you somebody else's husband. So those kind of women I don't be around, and I don't like them in my company. Because when you get hurt, when he can't come and see you because he's with his wife and family, I don't want to hear it on the fucking phone. So them chicks I tend to stay away from. Now, me in my life, I've never been a person that hung on the street and did drugs and did alcohol. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't perfect, that I was perfect, but I just didn't indulge in a lot of things that a lot of my sisters indulged in. Like
what are the men that you was with? Did they indulge in that street life?
Huh?
In the past, did the men, the black men, did they indulge into the street life?
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever gave an intellectual black man that didn't indulge in the street life a chance?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I did. And the sad part is they were what you call mama's boys. That's another type of brother I can't deal with, a mama's boy. If you can't be a man that can think for himself, and you got to get clarity from mama, and you can't be the man of the house, I can't be with you, because ain't no woman gonna rule my house.
Yeah, I can go on and on about this subject.
Has always been, I married you. Not, my attitude is, look, I married you, not your mama. Okay, I can love your mama, I can respect her like a mama, but this is my house. Your mama don't call shots here. So those kind of brothers I dealt with, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. No,
and that's the one that you claimed that was intellectual, the intellectual one.
Well, they're educated and they had good jobs. These are brothers that had good jobs. And I understand a brother wanting to take care of their mom. You should. But when it comes to issues in our household, me and you have to sit down and talk about that.
Like, I can go on and on about this subject, but I'm gonna kind of let it go here because I like the I like the geopolitical conversation. I actually get into these behind the scenes a lot with folks, and but like I said, I disagree with the giving your brothers a chance and then acting like the grass is greener on the other side. And it almost, like I said, it almost conveys to me as if other people are incapable of having bad relationships. You see what I'm saying?
But Bab, you got to understand, my marriage was 20-something years long. So a lot of my life was tied to two men. I was with my husband a very long time. I was with my daughter's father a very long time.
Judge
my daughter's father comes from high school. And then my husband comes from my whole political career life. That's over 20-something years since he passed away. You know what I'm saying?
But you still can't
I was tied down.
3 million other black men based off of 2 black men that you experience. You see, I say you can't judge 10 million other black men in America based off of the experience of 2 black men. I just don't think that's valid. I don't think that's right.
Well, I don't know how how much more I can explain it to you, but there's just things. The problem with me, I needed to raise my standards a little bit more and put my foot down a little bit more, but I was soft.
So black people don't meet the standards that you have?
No, I'm not going to say that. It's just that I stated in my life, I said that I'm going to stop rejecting the people that really show a great interest in me. I'm going to stop doing that because that could have been my problem. And that goes way back to my younger years as a woman. At work, a lot of men will ask me.
Well, if you're saying there's no black men that show interest to you, then that's a whole different conversation that I'm not.
Say that again?
I said, if you're saying that black men is not showing you no interest,
oh no, I would never say that. I get that anytime I walk out my damn door. I can't walk out my damn door for somebody
You just not gonna give them a
grab
chance.
my damn bag. I'm
saying, yeah. I mean, I guess it goes by the case study. But listen, let's move on from this topic.
Standards. It's about standards now in my life. It's about standards now.
And so other races meet the standards.
It could be any
other race of men meet the standards, but your men don't, right?
I'm no longer looking at race anymore when I decide.
You definitely is when you say you're not dealing with no more black men. That's definitely
they're X'd out at this point. They're X'd out at this point. Yes.
So they don't meet the standard. So they don't meet the standard at all.
Right now, nope, they don't.
Okay. That's I feel like that's disgusting to say.
I don't care.
I do. I really do, Sister Betty.
I said, okay, let me try. I'm not dating in my community no more. I'm gonna stop rejecting the men that say, "Girl, what you doing? Come on, meet me down here. Let me pick you up. Let's go here." Because I got my own fucking car. So I was like, "All right, no, you don't have to pick me up. I'll meet you there." Because when I get ready to go, I want to go. It's just like I'm changing my whole way of how I'm dealing with
and I understand you just may be, people come to different points of their life where things happen, you know what I'm saying? And it alters their perspective. You understand me, and the way they see things, I just disagree. I totally disagree.
I'm disappointed in myself because I allowed it. So I'm disappointed in myself. So now I sit back and you meditate and say, okay, how are you going to fix this? How are you going to fix this? What are you going to do now, Bethy? So I'm starting to practice what I preach.
Well, shit. I feel you.
You can't knock me. I stay with my husband till his death, and he's in the back of my trunk of my car. I told you that. I told that nigga I never throw him away or get rid of him, and he's still in the back of the trunk of my car under my spare tire.
Man, the Chinese man you get with gonna be putting them in that shrimp fried rice a little bit at a time. You ain't even
You stupid.
The motherfuckers they wild, man.
You're saying Chinese man. I'm saying Korean. There's a bit difference between Chinese men and Korean men.
You're gonna have the Chinese in the front and the nigga in the trunk.
Don't leave out the Japanese now.
You're gonna leave the Japanese in the front and the nigga in the trunk. Damn, that's crazy. It's about the you is wild, man. This is crazy.
Maybe I have a live where a woman could come up and we could talk about this. Now, there's going to be some sisters be like, oh, hell no, I ain't dating outside my race. And I'm going to be cool with that. I get it. I get that. But times have changed. And I'm not.
The chat funny as
The chat is bugging. I know I got
the chat wilding out, Sister Betty. Why you knew you was
Y'all just mad. Y'all just mad.
I'm not mad at nothing. I'm not really not mad. I just feel
on my ass, Y'all just mad.
I just don't think you have any rightful, valid reason to say black men don't meet the standards.
Fuck you.
And I don't think you have any valid reason to think why other races
and your daughters. How about that? Because I'm still a good-looking motherfucker, and that's what you got to understand. And I proved that already. I'm in great shape. I look good. I'm luscious. And can't no nigga take that from me. You can't do it. So fuck you, fuck your mother, and fuck you next week. I'm Sister Bethy. And I don't ask nobody for shit. No, they don't. It don't stop. The cigarettes don't stop me from fucking. They ain't tear me up. I fuck good. That's why I keep men long. You probably one of them niggas that want a man. But you sound more like a bitch. Because most bitches be hating on me and shit. And they be 30 years younger. I'm like, bitch, I'm not 40. Bitch, I'm not 30. Get over it. I look good. Your ass is 35 or 40, and you look literally like a 65-year-old. So shut the fuck up. Get off Sister Bethy's nuts and stop hating. You want to be me. That's the problem. Because, see, I'm not no coward bitch. I show my face and I'm real. I'm talking to motherfuckers in the chat. I'm giving them the Sister Bethy exclusive. So fuck y'all bitches. Because y'all don't want to be.
Why you crashing out on
I gotta crash out on them. I gotta give it back, fam. I gotta
Don't
get
crash
it
out
back.
on the black
Fuck y'all
men because you
motherfuckers in
down
the
with them
hole y'all
now.
came out
Damn,
of.
Sister
Because I'm
Betsy, that's
always
not
gonna
a
be
good
that
look.
bad bitch.
This
I'm
not a
always
good
gonna
look,
pussy
you
with a
crashing out
nigga.
on black
So it's
men.
just
Don't do
it
that.
is what it is. And y'all mad. So fuck y'all. You probably sitting home on disability with swollen ass ankles, probably about 45 years old, alcoholic, a little fucking liver that looked like a damn chicken, a little ass fucking liver
Chicken
that's the
gizzard.
size of a
A little
quarter.
chicken gizzard.
Okay. And fried up from the 90s and can't fuck, only last 60 seconds. So shut the fuck up. Because I'm a whole
Nah, Sister Betsy,
motherfucking
why you
jerk.
crashing out on black men like
I
this?
got
It's
to,
not
because they
good.
coming at me and I'm giving it back. This is the way my father raised me. He told me.
Do you not hear what you've been saying about them? They got the right to respond to that, Sister Betsy.
I didn't say anything about them.
You said
I
they're
said,
low grade, they're absolutely worthless to your opinion, and they don't meet the standard to any ability. They're
I did
X'd
not say
out.
that.
You literally
You
said
are
they're
lying.
X'd out. That's what you said.
I don't drink alcohol, old dude, or do drugs. I smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. That's a fact. But Bap, you're putting words in my mouth.
No,
I said I love our people, but right now in my life, I'm gonna stop rejecting people that have really come to me humbly.
And Sister Betty, and you also said that they don't meet the standards, and they're X'd out
The
in
ones
your
that
eyes. You
I've
also
bumped
said
into
that.
lately have not met my standards. I raised my standards. My standards were low, and I was picking the wrong men. I'm at fault for that. I fell in love, and I was blind. What woman don't fall in love blindly? And there were consequences behind it. So now I know better. So when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you pick better. When you learn, when you know better, sometimes it takes a very long time to know better. But that's what love do to you when you love somebody regardless. And now I'm fucking tired of that.
So you gave up on black men. That's what's up, though. I mean, shit.
That's what you want me to say? All right.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I want
Yes.
you to say that.
I
That's
gave
what
up.
you're doing. That's what you're doing.
I'm gonna stop rejecting the people that could have been my husband, and I've just blindly picked them because of race. I'm gonna stop doing that, and I have a choice to do that.
You do, and I respect it. I don't agree
You can't
with
say
it.
I didn't fucking try. I stayed with my husband until his death. He dropped dead unexpectedly. He had a heart attack.
I mean, shit. Like I said, when you want to go try the other race,
They ain't
I
none of your business.
I want to hear these feedback experiences.
I'll come live when I'm on a date.
Okay, yeah, just have it mic'd up.
If Smoke's live,
on a date, Sister Betsy. Let's go. I'm looking forward to this.
If Smoke is live, or you are live, and I'm out with my Asian man or Asian man, I'm gonna come on the panel, and I'm gonna ask my Asian man to speak. Now, see, all of y'all got this thing that Asian men, hello, thank you, number one. A lot of them here in the North don't talk like that and don't act like that, especially the Filipinos. They act just like niggas, but they're called niggas with real jobs.
So you want somebody who act like niggas instead of a real nigga.
No, I want somebody who I can vibe with and who has standards as well. And someone that I share the same lens with.
I'm trying not to, but yeah, I feel. Oh my God! Listen,
I'm gonna come on the panel live. I'm serious. When I'm out and I get dressed up and I go out and I be around my peeps, I'm gonna come on the panel and say, okay, so I'm here with my friend. And y'all not gonna cuss them out because I will cuss them out. They're gonna see the ugly side of me. I'm gonna say, hold up, he just said something real bad about you. Hold on for a minute. And I'm gonna say, fuck you, nigga. You just mad because this ain't you.
And you think you're gonna marry a Philippine man? You think you're gonna marry a Philippine man or a Japanese man? You really think that?
To be very honest with you, I don't think I'll ever get married again.
Oh, okay. Respect.
I don't.
I know a lot of old people. My elder folks did that when they folks died. They said they never get married again. But listen, man, I forgot it's getting late. I gotta get the hell up out of here.
I thought Smoke was live. You got Smoke's channel on.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, Smoke is going live. You might as well put us over there.
Okay, well, I send everybody over there.
Oh, and Bap, I got to tell you something too on the phone.
Oh, no, he ain't live.
Shut up, holy zoly, totally talking about having a Siberian love affair.
Yeah, he like to mix and mingle too. That's my boy. True fool.
I'm done with you.
Nah, Smoke ain't live yet, but he'll probably be live after a while.
So now you ending the show. You won't wait for him.
Man, hell no.
I'm gonna go on his channel and say the same thing. Smoke probably gonna cuss me out too.
Yeah, but listen, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Black men, hey, it be your own time sometimes, brother. But listen, don't let Sister Betty judge all black women. Stay black, never crack. You understand what I'm saying? Love, black love, Aboriginal love is what we pushing, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the
I'm
building.
brown skinned. I'm light brown. And even if
Yeah,
I was
brown, copper color love is what we
even if
pushing.
I was dark brown, I still be sexy. So it don't
No
even
race
matter.
mixing. Just